pictures.
You say that about everything.
All right. Well, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
Anytime.
The dog seems very thrilled to be here.
Absolutely.
She's very happy that all these people came to visit her and pet her belly. She does not understand this concept of D&D, and hands are busy.
Jay, my dog says you cheat.
Ain't that the truth? Oh, we need to change this.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dragon Queen.
We're not in the dragon hatchery.
No, you're not.
We're not even Shieldlands.
Oh, there's no dragons over here.
That's my live-action buzz machine.
What? Never call it that again.
Live-action.
You don't know what he does with that.
I don't want to.
Live-action buzz shaking thingy.
That made it worse.
L-A-B-S-T.
The last.
That is okay.
Oh, I get to use my new die from Gen Con.
Oh, I want to see them.
You do.
You bought new.
Oh, nice.
It's like Super Mario World when you go in the 30s.
Yeah.
Quadruple sized die
I wanna be able to see my rolls, see my failures
from across the table.
the room.
There will be no doubt what you rolled.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
too funny.
That
Nice
is
job.
amazing.
Are you overcompensating for something?
Definitely.
No. I mean, it's kind of like the difference between like regular Legos and Duplos.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know.
I need something for my childlike mind to grasp onto.
Oh my god.
Awesome.
I want to know what was going through your head when you decided to buy them.
I want to see die.
I obviously wasn't around to say that's going to take chunks out of the table.
Well, I would probably use a tray for these.
Do they have an
They're not that heavy, actually.
opposite of this, like a wiffle die?
Yeah, I'm
It,
sure
uh,
they're not.
Wiffle die.
Floats
I don't
down.
know.
With holes.
I have seen
Where the numbers are.
some, and I can't find them, but there were ones that were barbed wire.
Like
That they were,
actually barbed?
yeah, they were actually barbed.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Because if you get pissed at the roll, you fumble like Tom does every darn time, multiple times in a row. You pick it up and you throw it at somebody.
Yeah,
Probably Jay.
It
probably
sticks.
And then it would stick right in his forehead.
But like
Random
to
one of the
roll it,
barbs.
doesn't it hurt you?
yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Why is
Wearing
that's the
you know,
stupid
you just wear
question.
leather gloves.
Just
and-
sadist things.
It's like a falconer. You said, well, this is my time.
Yeah, there you go.
This is for my falcon, which is a die.
This is for my falcon, this is for my die.
One for each.
See?
Ooh, the follower
We even got
thing
somebody
is
followed us
cool.
and just talking about dice.
Lamp order.
I like the new follower
Liam
graphic. That's
Live?
really cool.
You do? I
Yeah.
wasn't that. I didn't like it very much.
I like it.
Last night was the first time I saw it, but
Saw what?
The new
the new
follower.
graphics. Jay redid
Oh,
like all the
the
graphics in the
graphics.
middle.
Oh,
I
okay.
like it. It's easier
So-
to read.
Does he have the sound effects going yet? Has he got the sound?
He's got.
Jay, you got that
He's
soundboard
got
yet?
one. He's got one sound effect that was different that I saw.
Is it the sound of jingling keys?
Missing keys.
Suck it, Mark.
Yeah.
As the saying goes, you gotta find it first.
Here it is.
You wanna
that's
demo it, Jay?
fantastic.
I think we just froze.
Oh, that's
Skaggas.
cool.
Yep.
Interesting. Wait, rating?
That's a good thing.
Are we playing Clash of Clans?
Yeah. So that's when another group just kind of they basically bring their entire party
Oh,
over
that thing. That's right. Okay.
and do that.
I forgot that was the
Back up your
name.
data.
So-
A YouTuber
Sorry,
referenced that the
Twitch-
other day.
Twitch names.
Yeah, I mean, Jay, you do whatever it is that you want, of course. I'm just
I
saying.
like
Yeah.
it. You have my vote. I'm the only girl, so
we miss you.
you have that minority.
Yes. He never did find the key. Just so you
Things
know,
are-
he never did.
Keep digging in there.
Yep.
It was
So.
only attached to a giant wooden block.
Like a block this big. I lost the key.
Well, that's something I would do.
Yep.
Jay, when's my bag coming?
All right. So when we last left our heroes, you were back at Overlook, and you ended up. We did a party treasure split, so you ended up with some newer magic items that were on the list of stuff.
I forgot about that. Did I write any of it down?
I would hope so, for those that actually had it. For those that got it.
Oh yeah, Ring of Wizardry.
Yep.
The golden cap of the flying monkeys.
Yep.
Oh my god, it's this stinking magic 8-ball still.
I got the funnel hat.
Yep.
I don't
Okay,
even
so
remember.
just for
Oh, I got a broom of flying. That's what I got.
yep.
I have
So
braces.
just a couple reminders about what some of those things do. So who got the straw? It was the monk, wasn't it?
The straw?
Yeah.
Oh, high quality straw.
No,
Yeah,
he
that's
got
you.
it.
No, but who ended up with it though?
High
Yeah.
quality straw.
I
He just
think
read it
he
off
did,
his-
yeah.
You kept it?
I have high quality straw and funnel hat that I wrote down.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
I don't think I got it.
Okay. All right.
That's a terrible decision.
So the straw is called straw stuffing. You have to spend at least a round to stuff it. And basically once per day, it provides you the equivalent of what an extra healing potion would do. So it gives you an extra 6 to 27 hit points.
Don't worry, you're
But
stuffing
it
yourself.
also makes you more susceptible to fire.
Oh, that makes sense.
Okay? So you're minus 2. You're minus
Icarot's
2.
already flammable.
Yep.
He drinks a lot.
So it makes you. So that damage comes off first. Okay. But basically, it makes you susceptible to fire. You're minus 2 on saves, and you take an extra hit point of damage per die.
Oh, that's 80 for that.
Okay.
Okay.
The tin hat. It's called the tin hat of smoke. So once per day, it does wall of fog. Once per day, it does stinking cloud, and once per week, it does a cloud kill. Okay. But to invoke it, you have to actually dance.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Can I take notes
The
on
player
this?
has to dance.
Yes, not your
With
character.
one finger in your nose and one finger
Whoa.
Wait. I don't think I wrote that down.
Okay.
on
Your
yours.
neighbor's nose.
That's not the worst finger to
To the right.
Okay.
Oh no,
Who
I only
ended
wrote
up-
down the dance for the golden.
There was somebody else that had the oil can. Who got the oil can?
Not me.
Not me.
I don't have an oil can.
I thought you. Oh, you were the one that said use the oil can.
No. So hold on. So the tin hat. No, you had it written down just to hold it. Laura Lowe ended up with the tin hat.
Auric.
Was it Oric?
Yeah, because you were. It's written down next to everybody.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So erase it from here?
Yes.
For which both? The straw and the hat?
Yes, because I could have sworn that it went to somebody.
Wait, Auric has the oil can.
Okay. So the oil can
Yeah.
just resists acid and corrosion once per day.
You ended up picking it up, but when,
Okay.
Yeah.
when we split the treasure.
Both of those, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't get anything.
Aragon has the straw stuffing.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, I think I remember this. We had to roll for the.
You had to roll
order
for
the
this.
things went
Yeah,
in.
and you
Yep.
lost. You were at the
That.
end.
Yes. You were at the very end.
So you got stuffed.
Yeah. At least I have still my 9 years of corn.
George's beef and cheese.
Oh, I got some
Corned
cheese
beef.
still. I'm good on beef and cheese.
I don't know that it keeps that long.
Oh, it does.
Okay. I'm not gonna question it.
Specialty.
I'm not gonna question it.
All right. So, you guys divided the treasure it is that you had. You went back to Overlook. Okay. And they basically told you once again, partake of the city. We don't have anything as of right now. And so you have other areas of the city that you can explore.
Oh no.
So, just to give...
Did we stop at the brothel already?
Yeah.
Not yet.
Don't you remember that?
You already
That-
went...
That was
Not again.
outside of the town, right? We
No.
haven't-
That was the...
That
I
was
thought that was
inside.
George's beef and cheese.
No,
Nope.
that's on the other side of town.
Someone else's beef and cheese. That's
Yep.
the problem.
Okay, so just
God.
a reminder of the different areas.
Great brothel.
Okay, so
Someone else's beef and cheese.
up here,
Beef and cheese.
this area right here is called Blister, and it says the basic gist of it is looking for work. You ought to prick the blister and see what bubbles up.
I was gonna say if you don't protect yourself, you'd end up with blisters.
Now down here in this area, this is called the Boneyard.
We have any of those guys.
And not much to do in Boneyard aside from sicking up
Where was
What?
Boneyard again?
Sicking
in the
up?
bottom right-hand corner. Here.
H B
Riding a
B.
boat coaster.
Yep.
Did you say sicking up?
Sicking up. Yep.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I don't know what it means either.
Imagination.
Yeah.
Yeah, look.
Basically.
You get sick?
Should I not
Yep.
Google
Is that
it?
the vomitorium?
Yeah, basically. Right here is Elf Town, and they say, don't know why they call it Elf Town. Can't say as I've ever seen an elf there before.
Very helpful as to what goes on in
Probably
Elftown.
like the pickled imp.
Yep.
Pickled elves.
All right, so down here, in the midst of where the party is actually at, is called Forge. Forge Works. Let me tell you about this place I know. If you're looking for armor, I can't think of anywhere better to go.
Did it have to run?
Even my characters wear armor.
Did we have
It does, but
extra set of armor to sell?
Maybe.
I don't remember.
In this area here, this is
Memories.
called High Hall,
So am I still carrying 6 chain and 3 scale?
in the bag of holding.
Yeah.
You are.
Okay. Just making sure.
Okay, so in High Hall, it's the heart and son of Overlook. High Hall is where the movers and shakers make all the decisions. High Hall, High Hall. Okay. Up here is known as 9 Bells. 9 Bells, 9 Hells, all the same to me.
Let's go there. I wanna
That's where all of the
I wanna
that's where all of the religious areas are actually at.
I think that's when they condemn us to hell, is when you start ringing
Okay.
all the bells.
Out here is called Shantytown.
That's where we stayed.
You think nine Hells is bad, spend a night in Shantytown.
That's right.
What's the name of the brothel?
Slept on the floor.
No, the brothel wasn't in Shantytown. It was over here.
No, I want to know what the name
Alright.
of the brothel in Shanty.
And
Oh.
up here, that area is known as Stonehammer. There's a different kind of stench in Stonehammer. It's the stench of arrogance.
I don't wanna go there.
That's the worst.
Puri would like it there.
That's true.
And then up here is Trade Town. And Trade Town is, have a care in Trade Town. You can go there with a full person, come out with nothing more than a pail of beans.
Magic beans?
Do you like beans?
See,
Beans
that's
are pretty
exactly
good.
why you come out with only beans.
Yeah.
Magic beans?
Beans are great.
Yep.
Go well with beef and cheese.
So,
Oh gosh, that's just an accident. Where did that happen? The awkward silence after my comment
Beans,
is
onions,
awkward.
okay.
So,
So,
are we,
actually, the place it is that you want to be, if you are looking for the brothel itself,
I don't
is
want the
right
brothel.
in this actual area right here in Blister.
Is that the double
Of course
brothel?
it's in
It was, yes, it was a place
Where
that
do you
is
think all
called the
Blisters
Pig and
come from?
Bucket.
Pig and bucket.
Let's go to the brothel and get some blisters.
No. Last time I tried to go get a drink, everyone followed me and slept together, and I'm not dealing with that again.
Everyone slept together?
Well, not quite.
yeah, when did that happen?
Not
Oh, yeah,
quite.
somebody
There
got left out,
There were
I
lots of
think.
people
Yes,
sleeping.
you were not here.
Lots
I
of people were
wasn't here either.
together.
Yeah, neither one of you are here.
Sorry,
I
what?
heard somebody got left out.
I feel like Icklerot did run out of her bed.
Icklerot
Yes.
scored.
Yeah.
So basically,
Soren tried to, and completely
yes,
failed.
the party split into the nicer group and to the not so nicer group.
Okay.
Ilya tried to go to a bar by
And-
herself.
Yes,
They all followed her.
yes, and that's when Skady was missing her nose, and so she was
Crying on
trying as much as she could to console herself.
Yeah.
herself. She looked for consolation
Yes.
by crying on me. I still have snot on all of my clothing.
Was she singing?
No.
Not quite.
Nobody knows. Which one was
So we can call you Snot Rag now?
No. Also no.
Yeah, Pre's gonna go to Blister, not for the brothel, but to find work.
Okay.
I want to go to the.
Icarot's gonna go to Blister,
Yeah.
not for the fine work.
Ilya is actually going to go with Perry.
Okay.
Skady might be.
Which
better.
is the weirdest
Going up to the
sentence.
bells.
But it's-
Anyone else want to go up to the bells with Skady?
Are we gonna
Well, remember the nine bells is where
You said
the
religious area, right?
religious area. Yes.
She's religious.
I kind of want to go to Blister first
Guardian?
and then go to the bells.
I just don't know if
You want to sin before you?
Would a guardian
I
go to
want to
Blister?
bring a little bit of Blister with me back to the bells.
That
Something
makes
to
it
repent
sound
for?
like you're trying to corrupt them.
So I can't go if I don't have anything to confess.
Yeah.
That was the point of me saying sin.
All right. Well, Atellus is definitely going up to 9 bells.
Yeah.
Skady will go.
Skady is going to go up to 9 bells?
Yeah.
Okay. And Icarot is going to Blister.
Oh yeah.
Scabies isn't gonna go to Blister.
No. She's a
You're going to Blister.
lawful good guardian.
Paris going to Blister.
She's more about.
Neb, you said you're going to Blister, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Soren.
Soren is going to go to 9 bells.
Okay. I mean, you don't have to. You can go anywhere
No,
where you
I-
want.
Yeah.
I've been thinking
Someone
about
can
it.
totally go to Shantytown.
Kix will go with you.
Oh my gosh, they're gonna kick
To
us out!
Shantytown?
No, it's Hell's Bells, whatever it's called.
9 bells.
So I'm going to Hell's Bells.
Jason will
bells,
go
nine
to,
bells.
to the bells place too.
9
That
bells?
sounds
Boy, everybody is
CE's going to.
We had a lot of sin.
9 bells?
Yeah, I'm gonna
That's
follow
fine.
my
No,
mushroom.
Wow.
I'm following my
What is
mushroom,
happening?
pal.
I think it'd be cool to do some shrooms and make spells.
Paris, like, I could
Do
use
some shrooms,
assistance
put your head
finding
in
work.
top of the
Yeah, I
bell,
think I'll go with you then.
ring the
Because I don't
bell.
think our party is going to stay together at Blister.
Something just tells me that there's something wrong here.
I'm literally going to find Richard. Like, I'm actually going legit.
So Zikurat.
Yeah, well,
What's it going
wait.
to do?
Going to find religion as well. Just like Blister.
I actually have a deity. And I want to be
I'm sure you'll hear various deities' names cried out. And
various.
Good screams or bad screams?
maybe a little both.
Depends how good you are.
Depends how much money you paid.
That as well. Both of those things are necessary.
Okay.
Onward?
Yep.
Downward?
Yeah.
Onward and upward.
Yeah, which
Or
one are we
downward.
Which
going
one
to
do we
first?
start with?
Which one would you like to start with?
I'm curious about the 7.
Hell bells.
Hell's bells? Was
Nine
it-
9 bells.
Nine
There's
bells,
no
nine
9
7.
bells.
Okay.
Sorry, I think it's 7 Hells from Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Is this like what's her name song?
Seven
9
Hells.
rings, 7 rings, tiny
Seven.
barbecues.
Ariana Grande's.
Yeah.
One
What?
a partridge in a pear tree.
Different song.
Okay.
We're all gonna get tattoos,
So-
Japanese tattoos.
all right, so
It's
right
tiny
where-
barbecue.
Right where the actual party is at, right here. You're up in the northwest corner.
Okay.
You're in an area which they refer to as Divine Knot. So this area is given to the 9 temples that fill out the northwest corner of the 9 Bells district. Each temple is a grand house of worship designed to honor the gods, but of course is marred by the squalor and filth contaminating the district. For years, the priests have worked to clean up the environment, but frequent failures have chipped away at their resolve, leading to a few temples to close their doors.
Oh.
So you kind of have to have an inn to go in. One of which is the Temple of Palor, where Atellus goes as well. But there are a few others that do have openings as well. You see that most of which are smaller in size as far as congregations are concerned. So very few people kind of coming in and out. But there's plenty of squalor and dissidence through other areas that
Is
you're
there a
seeing.
temple for
Arvarine? No.
Are there any
No.
temples for the free spirit?
Free-spirited people? Yeah,
That's in this
actually. So the closest one is known as the Raven Queen.
What, can you tell me more about this Raven Queen?
There's not really much to know at this point
I think
unless
we
you
should
actually
check
go
that
and
out. We should check
explore.
this out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there a temple for Erroneous?
Erroneous? Yes.
Yes, I have.
Yes. Erroneous is well known all throughout Greyhawk.
Okay, Soren's going there.
Okay.
'Cause that's my
Well,
deity.
Dumber for having listened to this.
Okay. So you're gonna go off to Erroneous.
Yes.
Are you going to be an erroneous monk?
Yes. He's gonna go off to Palor.
Raven Queen.
Over by Queen.
Okay.
Jason.
Yeah, Kix will go with Jason.
Okay. Skatey?
Wait, is Soren going to the Raven Queen?
No, he's going to
He's
Heronius.
gonna check out the ring.
Oh,
To my
Soren's
actual
going to
deity.
Because that's her. She doesn't have her deity there. So.
Yeah, he'll
Okay.
split up then.
And then,
Yeah, I'm actually going to be religious.
Yeah. He's probably telling kids, like, alright, you got it, you can't
We
go
walk
there."
into this temple for the Raven Queen, it's like Burning Man inside. Everyone's just got no clothes on. It's passing around all
Do you
sorts
think
of
this
crazy
queen is
shit.
hot?
Money doesn't work here.
I hope this queen is hot.
I'm all about raven-haired queens.
Kitty's back, Kitty's back, Kitty's
I
back.
don't think Kitty likes us.
Oh, but I love
Kitty
Kitty.
and pork.
Yeah.
Hi. I'm here, friend.
okay.
I am no longer
So
here.
they are going to the Temple of the Raven Queen. He is going to Paylor. He's going to Heronius.
Jacob will go to Paylor. EE will go with. Where are you going?
Raven
Raven
Queen.
Queen.
Yeah,
Raven
Raven
Queen.
Queen
I'm
sounds
here
cool.
for the freer spirits.
Felonious. Raven.
Okay.
Oh, it's okay, Kitty.
All right. So you also find the Raven Queen appears to have the doors wide open, so allowing people to kind of walk in and out. Okay, as opposed to some of the other ones.
I like it already.
But you notice that it is kind of broken down as well. It's not looking as spiffy as some of the other temples
Really
that you
judge
see.
a book by its cover, guys. This means it's well loved and well used.
Sure.
Okay. So you guys walk in.
Queen.
Are there
You do
feathers
notice. I'm sorry.
anywhere? Are there feathers anywhere?
You don't see any feathers, but you do notice it's a little bit darker on the inside.
Quote the Ravens.
Yeah.
That's so
Nevermore.
Raven.
Nevermore. That's, that is. Was that Miley Cyrus too, or is that someone else?
That's Raven Simone. I
Oh,
think.
right.
You know the person named Raven.
It's got Rick and Ball Miley online tonight.
Okay.
She's
And you see a guy that is there, literally looking exactly like that, with a skull in his hand.
Is he talking to it? Is
Yes.
he reciting
Did
poetry?
he say?
You can't really tell because he's saying it in a tongue that you don't recognize.
Does he seem very
It's-
into what he's doing, or is he kind of not
Does
paying
he
He,
notice us?
he seems very engrossed in it, and you notice that from time to time he just like pauses and kind of like frowns, like almost as if expecting the skull to talk back to him.
What else is going on? What else is happening that we?
You do see a couple of
we
acolytes
have a
that
skull
are
that we
that are
talked
kind of
to?
walking around and so forth, but nothing really.
Hey, who's got the magic 8-ball on him?
I have
You didn't come with us.
I have a
Oh, Jacob's got it.
wyvern.
Call
I have
me
a
on your cell
multi-lingual
phone.
poetic wyvern skull.
I think you should get that out.
I
I
am
think
I'm
you
gonna-
should stand next to him with your own skull.
Yeah. I'm gonna go up to him and say hello in the common tongue.
Okay.
I want to go with you.
Yeah, I mean,
We're all
we're all
going
okay.
Ah, greetings!
Oh, hey.
Welcome, my children.
Are you the Raven
You
Queen?
want to get down?
I am not. However, I
okay.
do
Thank
her
you.
musings.
I'm gonna scratch you.
I do talk about her
It's
music.
okay.
Oh, cool.
This, by the way, is Felonius.
Oh,
It was fun.
How old is
Hey.
Felonius?
Quite old.
he looks really old.
Hence the skull.
It's
And
nice.
it just kind of
to
looks at you
meet
weird, like.
you, Felonius.
What are you and Felonius talking about?
We were just trying to carry on a conversation about the new way that the Raven Queen is having us proselytize for her.
Can you tell us more? I'm intrigued.
Well, what would you like to
Who
know?
is this Raven Queen? What is she all about?
She is about free spirits, about the flight of the raven itself. And so as the dark clouds come across the skylines, that the ravens themselves actually come and betroth people to each other
Wow.
through freedom.
That's amazing.
Can one be betrothed more than one raven?
Absolutely.
This isn't even Blister.
It's like a flock.
Son, this is about free will.
It's like a flock.
My goodness, you have a skull of your own.
Yeah, check it out. His name. He doesn't have a name. Should we name him?
Felonius, what should we call him?
Why
Yeah,
doesn't Felonious
Felonious.
ask him what his name is?
Felonious isn't talking today.
Oh, I forgot. It's Carol.
Carol!
Yeah,
Great name!
yeah. It's a really good name.
Good day to thee, Carol.
What's that, Carol? This one doesn't talk very well. I'm
Hmm.
gonna shake it a little bit.
Okay. And it starts talking in some sort of elvish tongue.
I don't know Elvish. I don't know what this thing is saying. Does anyone speak Elvish here?
Yeah. Jason does.
Oh, can you
Yeah.
translate?
Skaty does too.
Shake, 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 shake.
Yeah.
Says
it-
never shake a skull.
He
baby.
eats
Oh my God! I'm so sorry. Sorry, Carol. I didn't mean to. I mean, sorry.
mm.
What's your name?
My name, Crucifix.
Oh, hey. Can I just call you Crew?
Sure.
I can't remember that. Okay.
Once again, this is all about freedom. So whatever it is that you wish to do.
I'm Kix. But you can call me Kix.
Nice to meet you, Kix. So, what brings you into the Raven Queen's abode?
Curiosity.
Yeah, I was just kind of like looking for a place that had cool stuff.
Cool stuff.
Yeah.
Cool experiences.
Cool experiences. Just cool things, you know?
I was looking for a place to meditate. But,
Yeah, that too. I was going to meditate.
He has a kind of a look of concern on his face, like.
I'm just here for a good time.
Do you guys sell mushrooms?
No.
Okay, just checking.
What'd you like?
I just have a friend that's really into mushrooms.
Do you guys buy mushrooms?
Considering the smell of your friends that have come in, I believe that, because I can smell that earthiness about them.
Oh, dang.
You two are druids, are you not?
We are indeed.
The Raven Queen appreciates the druids that are out there. There are some that actually serve her as well.
In what capacity?
Once again, betrothing people as much as possible, spreading freedom throughout the world.
Are there
Very much
services-
a live and let live type of mentality.
Are there services other than betrothing?
Mostly no.
Is a lifetime betrothal or weekend
Betrothal is betrothal. It is about, it is to you what you interpret.
Crew, can I ask you a question?
Absolutely, Kings.
Like, no judgment type question?
The Queen does not judge.
Okay. Yeah, so about this queen.
Does it
Like,
smell like meat or
is she here?
She's
Or-
all around us.
Is she hot?
Well, I mean, one man's hotness
How do
is
you feel
another
about
man's.
Would you put a feather in your cap?
I mean, I
Alright.
wouldn't be under the expectation that you could sleep with her, of course.
Okay. No, that's fine. I just was curious.
What about the Ravenettes?
All right, Heronius,
Yes.
what do you do?
I go in.
Are you with
Okay.
us?
No.
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 No, we're switching gears. So you notice that there is a priest who is in there.
Yeah, is that Jeff or is that Luke?
Yep.
That's falsity.
There is a main priest that is there and
The crunching. Is
um,
that Jeff?
kneeling and kind of like
Oh, that was
on top of
Lucy.
his sword,
Sure.
Uh-huh.
like this,
Yeah.
and then you can tell that he's sitting there praying.
Okay, probably shouldn't disturb him then.
Okay.
I think I'm just gonna.
See, it's her.
Take the sword out.
I'm gonna follow suit. I'm gonna also take my sword out and
You're not gonna
Okay.
kneel down and pray.
Okay.
No.
Anything in particular?
Help to impress Laura.
It's okay.
So that I can be a better man and eventually become all I want to be. Make her love me.
Okay.
Slash be a paladin. Thanks. That's pretty much how.
That's okay. Nothing wrong with that at all.
You're not a paladin?
No.
She's more like-
That's my
He's a wannabe.
aspiration.
Right now, she's
Fighter?
more like a paladin.
Huh?
Are you a fighter?
I'm just a fighter. I'm a neutral
Gotcha.
good fighter.
Paladin.
But
Paladin.
my aspiration is to be a paladin,
Oh, I
but
see.
I
Okay.
kind of, suck. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm for.
Okay. After about 5 minutes or so, you hear some rustling,
Mm-hmm.
and what appears to be that priest
Uh-huh.
is getting up and just waiting.
Oh. I will look up and be like, hello.
Greetings, young man. How may Heronius bless you today?
Oh gosh, how do I tell this to a priest?
Heronius.
Slowly rise my feet and be like, I want to be better than I am.
Hurts.
Better than you are.
Yeah.
Interesting prayer.
Jeff, do you have Jaeger and fire?
Well, Heronius can obviously help you,
You want me to put it
but
on
your
the
heart
list?
must be pure.
Put it on the list.
Okay. How do I do that?
You just have to live a very pure life. No fraternizing, no drinking,
Okay.
no lying, no stealing.
So I got the last two parts.
You need to be an
Well,
influence amongst those
Only
among.
tiny kicks with wings that show up on his
It is about Heronius's good that he lends to this world.
drinking.
Okay.
How do you gotta poke the blisters?
So how do I do better at that?
Well, it is about from the inside out. You have to examine yourself inside.
Okay.
So, what is your name, young man?
Soren.
I'm pleased to meet you, Soren. My name is Palladius.
It's nice to meet you.
It is nice to meet you as well. So, how long have you been worshipping Heronius?
Like my whole life.
Really? Is there something particular that you are looking for in your life besides being better?
I want to be a paladin. I mean, isn't that what every fighter wants to be?
Well, not what every fighter needs to be. The world needs ditch diggers too, of course. But those who are striving and live up to what Heronius has asked them for very easily can become paladins. So if that is your ultimate wish, it is something that you can work towards, of course. But there are many, many trials that paladins have to go through.
Do you have?
Well, yeah. Yeah, of course.
do you
Of
have a
course.
5-year plan?
You have an accelerated 2-year program that goes on before you started.
I mean, otherwise everyone could be paladins. And
Well, paladins are very charismatic. They're leaders that are out there. They're not followers. They strive for the goodness and for law, and
Right.
make sure that law always abounds.
I know a lot of people who hate me for that.
Gotta pass the info.
It's okay. Hatred is one of the things that Heronius fights.
That's a good point. That's a very solid point.
Paylor, is there anything in particular that you guys go and do?
You texting Taylor.
Hang on.
Check for some
Gotta check my PayPal.
incense
Taylor pal.
Okay.
for meditation.
Can you start up a
Taylor
business? Paylor pal.
Make sure you transfer these friends and family.
Just gonna meditate, pray to Chunkwol.
Okay.
Chun Li.
Okay. You notice that Atellus has gone off and is speaking with some of the priests.
Okay.
In the background. Okay. The Blister Gang. Are you sticking together or are you splitting apart?
So what is one half? What did you do? What? Go poke the blister,
Go to the brothel.
and the other one's when they go to the brothel. I don't know if I'm ready to work just yet.
You don't want to poke the blister just yet, right?
Who's going to
Go
poke?
on, then do your thing, weirdo. We're gonna go find work. And then get some, like, line.
You know, for
Maybe
this
both.
is
Can it just be somewhere that's not
He's
with
looking
them?
for work in the blister.
Nikolrat's like, hey, you know what? I need to relax a little bit. After what happened last time.
Maybe find a man. I don't know. Whatever.
You got one right
If you
here.
do, I'll keep the table warm.
Can you not hear? No.
Silence.
Said man.
I said right here. Right, standing right in front of you.
Okay.
The
So you're going.
comeliness of 10.
You're going obviously through. You're going through the main part of the city, and
Sights and smells.
you're wanting to head to the northern part, and you see a building that is square. Okay, and then it has like two what appear to be L-shaped,
Oh, that's
upside
right.
down L-shaped
You
buildings.
guys didn't get the description of this.
Pajamas.
Okay,
Did you say
and you see on the
dominoes?
outside of it,
Oh.
you see what appears to be a sign that has a pig on the front of it, literally sitting underneath a blanket.
Oh, pig in the butt. I don't know.
Or I'm sorry, pardon me. A pig.
Beef
I'm
and
sorry,
cheese.
sitting inside of a bucket.
Oh, pig in a bucket.
Yeah.
You want to go into this problem? Pig in a bucket problem?
Were you
So
not here
you have
for
never
the-
been here. You have been here,
I've
although
been
you
here.
don't.
I
You don't remember being here.
He kind of blacked out
Yeah.
in character.
I need to go in there and see if I can find out what happened to me.
It's like a hangover situation.
I'm intrigued by this.
Would you join me?
All right. The three girls, three ladies.
As much as I wish I could see what the hell is going to happen over there, we should find some work.
Yes.
You can find work.
Which places to look for work? Blisters where you want to go?
I want away from the sniveling.
How are you going to get away from
Well, Sniveling is no longer with you. She's on the other side of the city.
Yeah, but the boys end up sniveling too because they get drunk and stupid. So, I'd rather hang out
They say
with
drunk.
drunk.
Kronks.
All right. All right. So you guys are going in the pig and bucket. you two are just staying away.
I think you're about to have
Yeah.
a farm animal.
No, we call it P&B.
Uh-oh. Don't separate the party. Somebody just died.
Orlo is like,
Oh, he was rolling for Lorelo.
Oh, Jesus.
She's coming with the boys.
she says to both Pari and Ilya, I hate to say this, but I'm gonna have to stick with them because if I don't, something bad, I can just feel it. Something bad is gonna happen.
Cool, keep him from being dead. Thanks.
So if you want to keep going and obviously, finding whatever work it is that you can, that's fine. But the last time we came here, Ickelrot was in bad shape.
I don't think we should split the party up.
Really, because I think he came out victorious.
If we're at
But yeah, I get you.
one, shut up.
Yeah.
Two, don't speak when I'm talking. Or when you're talking, don't speak.
Shut your
Anytime,
mouth.
don't
You
speak.
shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
Lorelai, I get it. We'll meet up later.
Okay.
Just
Did you bring those lambskin
find me
things so
some,
you don't
find us
get
some good
blisters?
wine.
Oh, no, I only,
Don't put
Okay.
the blister.
I only
Well,
have orc
She
skin
says if you do find some good wine around here,
studded.
you'll be really fortunate.
Are you
Alright,
looking for
fair
work
enough.
or for wine?
Yeah.
I'll see the difference at the end of the day.
Hey,
Yep.
if we get drunk enough, any wine's good wine.
I like the
I
way
feel
you're
like we're
thinking.
gonna run into them later working at the pig and bucket.
What are you doing?
You wish.
Okay. So she says she's gonna go there. All right. So you guys walk into this place, and you notice that most of it looks like basically like a beer hall. Okay. There's booths on either sides of the walls. There's rows and tables and benches and so forth that kind of fill up the middle area.
No troughs.
You notice that there's a bar sitting behind that has all sorts of names and curses and so forth that are just kind of carved into it over time.
Kind of place.
Alright.
And you notice that there are a whole bunch of, on the back wall itself, you see like all sorts of different types of casks for what you would expect would be
First cask
different-
on me.
different types. Okay?
Can I get a wine tower?
You do also notice that there are plenty of different types of people, all walks and shapes of life.
Mm-hmm.
It is. And the interesting thing is you also notice that there are 2 staircases that come down from either side of the bar that come down to the middle.
Okay.
Okay? And every once in a while, I'm assuming you go and sit down
At the bar.
at the bar?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If
Where
you,
else are you gonna sit?
well, there's plenty of tables and so forth to go and
Bar
sit
is
too.
the action spot.
Okay.
It's also like 4 p.m. I don't know what time it
Um,
Too many dinner specials?
So you notice that there is a
Senior.
there's a guy that's obviously tending bar. You can tell that he had reddish hair. It's mostly like whitish now,
Okay.
so he has more like flecks of red that are left. And you can see obviously he's kind of crinkled and stuff, but you can tell he's a pretty hearty kind of a guy.
Okay.
What'll it be?
What's your finest red?
You should ask him for what same thing you
We'll
got
serve
last time.
wine here, you little.
What's in the
What's the
cask?
matter with you? It's a beer hall.
Ask him for the same thing you got last time.
Do you recall what I got last time I was here? I mean, who could forget a face like this?
Trust me, it's not that hard.
What's your compliness?
Any drink specials
10.
tonight?
With gnome.
Yeah. Beer.
I'll have 3 of those.
3 of those.
One for me, one for him, and one for the barkeep.
Oh.
Now we're talking. He introduces himself as Kyle. By the way.
Hi, Kyle.
So,
Kyle Johnson.
He
so
seems
he
like
brings
a Kyle.
he brings 3 beers down. You can tell they're not really great quality by any stretch of the mind. They're pretty watered down.
Neb lives in the gray areas.
Yep.
That's fine.
This is his finest?
He probably almost prefers it that
No,
way.
I didn't ask for his finest. I asked for his special.
Oh.
Yeah.
Special. So what he's trying to unload, essentially. Okay.
And what about this beautiful lady sitting here? And there's Lorla was sitting
No.
at the other end of the bar.
Didn't even get her beer.
Is there something you would like to throw on the tab? Your group tab?
It's okay. I appreciate it.
That's what I thought you were doing when you bought 3, and I was like,
Yep.
And the barkeep.
Yep.
Zing.
So she just says whiskey neat.
Sophisticated.
Yep.
Yeah.
way out of your league.
All right. So as you're sitting there at the bar and you're kind of watching, you notice that from time to time you see, guys walking up with some sort of female companionship that looks a little loose, and then a little bit later you notice the guys walking down, various times, and so forth, and then you notice that the ladies come down a little bit after.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, do they never come down? Because that could be a little weird. Or they just have an endless supply going upstairs.
Now, the interesting thing is you see this one female that is walking around that you can tell she's not elven, but she's made out to be elven.
Oh my gosh.
Sweet. Cosplayer.
Kind of, sort of. And you notice, and she walks up to Icarot and she's like, "Wow, I never thought I'd see you ever again."
I'm just gonna give him a little elbow. I bet we can figure out. She knows what happened.
Do I know you?
I know you.
So.
She just
Your
used
friend,
describe-
your friend was a little bit unfortunate.
This is why he's
my
now in the church.
Yeah, he didn't do too well.
Oh,
Was he a
man.
little premature?
Oh.
Couldn't
that's
stand- he
such
couldn't
a
stand
great
to the
story. You
occasion.
really got to tell that story to my buddy here of what happened. We had a crazy night.
Mm-hmm. And she looks over at you and she's like, "Nebby?"
Huh?
What?
It is you.
Do I know you?
So
A
Are
twist.
we Eskimo brothers?
no. So she takes the ears off, and much to your surprise, you see a very, very familiar face from your past.
It's your sister.
My mom is.
No, she is human. She is human. She actually does have a little bit of bend in her ear as well, so you can tell that there's probably some elvish blood that runs through her. But she was wearing obviously a fake pair of ears to make her ears look a lot more elvish.
It's gotta be like an old schoolmate or something.
Yep, exactly.
Mhm.
It is an old schoolmate, somebody that you had a humongous crush on for the longest time.
And Elko
Okay.
slept with her. And Soren almost slept with her.
I can't believe that you're actually here.
I
When
can't
did you
believe
leave
this
Celine?
year.
You
Probably around the same time you did.
So you seem to remember and recall that in your youth, or a few years, obviously, that the name Aurora keeps running through your head.
I actually went to high school with a girl named Aurora.
Yeah.
She cried a lot.
And, well, this one didn't. You notice that this one always, how can I say? You basically would always fall over to do whatever it is that she asked you to do.
Clearly, I want to buy
She's
her
the
a drink.
queen
Yes.
bee.
Have her sit and
Absolutely.
yeah.
Oh,
Probably
Yeah.
not.
sure.
Probably not.
Sure,
the
she
beer.
can tell you all the things we did last time. we were here.
Get all the free blisters that you never got back when you liked her.
She's like, so Nebby, what have you been up to?
Oh, a little of this, a little of that.
I want to hear more about why she's called Nebby.
Oh, I don't know.
Better than Nubby.
True. I want to know more about what she's been up to. So, tell me how you hear.
Well,
Teaching.
yeah.
Ching.
She says, well, you know,
This is school.
she says, unfortunately, my family's estate ended up burning. And so we got dispersed, and this was all that I could do to literally survive.
And she does a great job.
That you can remember.
I thought you
I've
didn't
been
remember
told.
anything.
So how do we know? There we go.
Thanks, King Smurf 88.
Um,
Of course, they don't
She's
have
like-
garden hose back then, but
she's like, how do you know him?
Look.
And you notice that now she's appearing like a little embarrassed.
You know, sometimes you just can't help the lot you fall into.
Mm.
what?
All I can say is that was one amazing night.
You know the girl you had crush on in high school?
Yeah. What can I say? The thief's fingers.
So it's kind of a funny story.
Don't forget, I still have 2 wishes on a thing that I can readjust your anatomy as needed.
Thief's fingers.
Yep. So she says it was kind of a funny story. So there were these couple guys that were down here, and one of them was a really robust, kind of half-orcish looking guy. And
I know that guy.
there was him, and then there was this, like, kind of woodsy human. And they both ended up handing over some gold to take pity on this other guy that was hanging out with the half-orc.
Dang it, I thought it was the woods.
That
And
was
he
paid up.
unfortunately,
I was really hoping I had it better.
he unfortunately, how can I put this delicately?
Oh no, no, no.
Couldn't really live up to his end of the bargain.
What kind of bargain would you guys have?
And, well, to his defense, he was very, very sweet. But he was also extraordinarily drunk. And he was falling all over himself. And so I brought him upstairs, and he ended up sitting down on the edge of my bed. And that's where this guy came out.
Oh?
And he, like, kind of freaked out and started accusing your little friend here of I don't know how to put it, intervening, I guess, on his own behalf. And he got up and he stormed out, and I think he actually tripped and fell down the steps on his face. And he was just hiding. He was looking for a place to hide. And I said, well, the room's already kind of paid for. So, and the rest is history. So
I have several friends to murder tonight.
as you're hearing this, you start like old feelings start to kind of like flame up.
Oh, even after all this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as you keep hearing more and more.
Something's tingling.
But, and so you see Icklerotten kind of like a new light, like a very angry kind of a light. Like, this is the one you always wanted, but for whatever reason just couldn't. It just never meshed.
I would like to offer him
The one who got away.
Yeah, kind of the one that got away.
Can I order my friend here a Grecian urn from the bar? Your finest Grecian urn, I think, is what he's looking for.
At least you're getting a good burial.
Yeah.
It's
Grecian
fine.
urns are pretty nice.
Could be worse.
It's not. It's more like a drink, where they bring out the bar rag into your drink.
Oh, see, I was thinking more like the cement mixer.
Nah, I think the Grecian urn, they literally just like whatever's left over, and then like the bar rag wrung out in it.
I'm Googling this. 'Cause
Oh,
now I'm
that's
curious.
bad.
That's what I would like to order.
Here, I thought you were gonna buy him like a Grecian or Greek urn.
for ashes.
Put your ashes in
Yeah.
it.
Well, that may go into the drink too, you know. But anyway, you notice that she's becoming obviously more and more comfortable and getting not handsy, but you know how sometimes you're talking to somebody that has like kind of that interest and they get, you know, kind of touchy, sort of a thing.
A Grecian urn is a shot of gin in a shot of Jaeger.
Thanks. That's not the one I've had.
Hey, you
So
don't
the
know
bar
what's in
rag
this-
after they
Fairness.
clean the bathroom.
Also, I'm getting a lot of articles from my old
I would
college.
like to also put my
So
arm
I'm like,
around her.
what in the world is this?
Go to
While
Greece.
he's-
Oh,
Like
Well,
around
she's
her
got-
knees.
Well, she's got her arm on him, or you know, a little touching.
Yeah, I mean, she's just, you know, kind of like you carry on a conversation, and, you know, she kind of laughs a little bit harder than you think somebody would normally laugh, and, you know, just kind of,
Smile.
you know, like puts her.
Flames or.
Twirl
Well,
your
technically,
hair.
she's an old flame of
Should I?
Icklerock too.
That's right. Well, not yet.
More recent.
Free Eskimo
Does it really wouldn't count if you don't remember it?
Eskimo half brother.
There's no children to swear it happened to.
Is she coming on to him?
I wouldn't necessarily say that she's.
She's one of those like flirty people. Types.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not like a true come on
Okay.
sort of a thing, but
I was gonna see if I could do change self and make myself more attractive,
you certainly can.
or look just like him and say, "Oh, hey, over here."
But she's like, I am so happy to see you. This has been, you know, such a horrible chapter of my life, and knowing that you're here, you know, I just know that life can now get so much better.
Bring her along with us.
We got a stage 3.
That's
clear.
true.
So we keep you warm at night.
Our company
And
our
Icklerock.
group could use a little extra entertainment.
All right. So
I'll keep buying her drinks, but I'm not like. I know this type.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Ex-teachers.
I'm
Yeah.
not looking to hitch my fortunes away to Pickle Rot's
Okay. So Pari and Ilya.
Oh god.
Any particular place that you were going?
So we're just looking for work. So do we see anyone like out and about, just wandering around?
Or like
Maybe like
Village Indian.
yeah, someone a good mark.
maybe
Looking
someone
for a good mark. Someone
maybe
that
someone
can,
like paper
do
in the
some work
area.
for
Like,
us.
hey, pull up this little paper.
Wait, doesn't a mark mean someone you're like steal from?
Yeah, it generally does.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's a
looking
thief.
for someone that we
Steal
can
it.
I'm ready.
we can
Are you a
enthrall.
thief?
No, I am.
No.
Yeah, I know.
Have you ever stolen anything?
Successfully? I stole your teacher's heart.
She was my classmate, first of all.
Our classmates.
Yeah, you just made it a little weirder.
She stole a dagger, but everybody found out about it.
That is true. I did successfully steal that dagger. It's just, wasn't a good thing to
It
steal.
wasn't very graceful.
Okay. Are you going to head north of on the north side of the Pig and Bucket, or are you
Yeah.
going to head on the south side?
I think
Northwest or
north.
south?
We'll do north side.
You going to do
North
north
is
side?
that way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, north.
It's more
Okay.
or less something.
All right. You start walking up a few streets, and hold on, where my mouse is. Okay, so you're around in this area around here. Actually, maybe a little bit higher, probably about where you guys are standing at. And you do notice that there is a what appears to be a general store that's there, and has a lot of like adventuring gear.
I mean, someone who's
Along
looking
with
for
the-
people to fight would
Along with a
probably
small
be mad,
kiosk
like-
for George's meat.
I mean, or at least like the person minding the store might know of someone looking for work.
Sounds good to me.
Thanks, Bill.
Okay.
Do you have high
Hey, Tom, we haven't rolled dice yet, so we
Yeah,
haven't been
we're
able
going-
to
it's really
fumble.
high.
Okay.
Sorry.
17.
Alright, so we'll both flirt.
Okay.
We're going for a dual flirting plan.
We're gonna go into the general store.
Okay.
I'm gonna wish it
All right. So you go in.
Why
You
are
see.
home?
You see that there are all sorts of different, like different common goods. Typical things that an adventurer would take. You don't see like armor and weapons, so it's not like an armorer.
Sure.
Okay,
Right.
but you see like
Well,
packs and
change
tents and backpacks and just kind of general types of things that you would find there. You would see different types of iron rations that would be there. You do find some packages that are there that have like dried beef and cheese on the inside.
It's a little
As well.
sticker.
Yep,
George's.
courtesy of George's House of Beef and Cheese.
Don't eat that. That's so gross. Just warning
How
you.
do you know?
Dude, those are supposed to last.
The scent.
a
Oh my
century.
god.
Yeah, if they're in a
If you
package,
go,
that's...
like-
in there, or maybe-
Well,
If you go like 5
we're not
miles
talking
out,
about
it's-
like vacuum sealed,
No, hey, it's in a
I thought this
Ziploc
was like the hostess
type
of,
bag.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like Hostess cakes.
If it's got more than 10 flies on it, it's bad. But there's only 9 on it.
So it's just close.
Yeah, if you go like 5 miles near that ogre guy, the orc guy, he smells just like that. It's gross.
Why would anyone eat that?
I don't know.
Why are the men in our party so
Some
weird?
people don't have taste buds, I think. Or
Uh,
eyeballs. I don't know.
I have a lot of
maybe
glass eyeballs.
both.
Yeah.
Okay. You do see that there is what appears to be a half elf inside that is minding the store. Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, pretty large sized as well. So probably lean more on his human genes than his elven genes.
Sweet. So,
So he's he's a half elf that's roughly about 6'2".
good. He's over a foot taller than me.
Okay. He's over 6 foot, so he's kind of cute, you know.
How do you measure?
Ask to purchase the
You can't tell.
How tall's Puri?
Yes, seriously. So you have it written down.
She is 5'10".
Yeah, so she's pretty tall.
She's tall.
Yeah.
She's tall for an
I'm
elf.
5
Fucking-
foot.
Look him at in the
So
eyes
am
or
I.
above.
I'm like looking up at you.
What are you at?
No, I'm an elf.
You're, okay.
Yeah, she's a dark elf.
Yeah.
Ah.
But the dark part does not have any bearing on my height. It's just the elf part.
35-foot.
Elves are
elf.
normally short.
Yeah.
Jeez,
they're
we
not.
have
They're
normal.
not like Middle Earth
Yeah.
elves.
Okay.
D&D elves are generally shorter, unless
Yeah.
you start getting into down south from here. There's an area that's called the Valley of the Mage, and there's a specific breed of elf that's down there called Valley elves, and they are generally as tall as humans.
Ah, but they're pretty ditzy.
Our gray elves are tall
They're
right?
taller.
Yeah.
They're like the high end, kind of snooty types of elves, and then you have high elves, which are more like the common.
I was gonna say,
Kind of
I hope I get a good height for my gray elf.
They
Yeah,
would have-
yeah,
they would
you're
have
actually
to
pretty
scoot
tall.
up.
You're pretty
They'd
tall
have to
for being
scoot
gray
up
elf.
on a
For that.
human.
Yeah.
3 feet 9
We'll say
inches
5'9".
for a gnome is.
Actually, that's pretty tall.
Back down an inch.
Yeah,
We'll
3
drop
foot
it.
9
We'll
is
drop
pretty
it.
tall for a gnome.
Pretty tall gnome. 3'9".
You still had to scoot up on his
No, I didn't. She had a
ex-girlfriend
step
from... But you don't remember.
stool. I
You
don't.
don't know what she
All right,
did
how
to
do you
you.
want to do this? Are you gonna put them first, or do you want me to start?
I think we both have to go up there.
Ah.
You don't need to.
He
Okay.
is half elf, so.
There was a threesome
Yeah, he's
until
kinda
Soren,
stupid.
like, kind of fell off the bed.
No, are they gonna have a threesome?
Oh, well, we'll have to wait and see.
Okay. So he's just minding his business, just kind of tending to.
So yeah, we're just gonna lean over the counter with our
Yeah.
doe eyes.
No,
Like-
Okay.
And
Oh.
your
What are you wearing?
C...
You're not allowed to ask that.
Well, hello.
How's
And
it going?
It's going much better now.
Have you been busy
Aw.
today?
Busy enough.
Well, we don't want to take too much of your time.
Of
If
course
you could
not,
just-
no.
If you could just give us a little bit of help.
Yeah, we're just looking. So we have a group of people, and we specialize in, like, defense or escorting or
Or stabbing your
Escorting.
enemies to
Uh,
death.
Escorting.
not that type of escorting.
Common
Oh.
mistake.
At least not yet.
Why are you in IT?
Or like capturing or returning ancient artifacts,
Stabbing your enemies.
destroying demons, just all those
Mm.
things. We're just
Very
doing a lot of good
flexible.
things like that. And we're just looking to drum up some
Flexible.
business.
Hmm.
Very flexible, yes.
That's good to know. Hmm.
So we
And
were
this one just kind of, he's got like a little bit of, just a little bit of facial hair at the tip.
Flavor saver.
Yeah, kind of.
I have never heard that before.
Kind of.
I wish I never did.
Yeah.
Goatee kind of.
Yeah, almost. I mean, but just, very thin, very fine. Elves, they're not great at really growing beards.
It's like what's the guy from Kill Bill?
You don't remember that at all.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
Dead.
remembering.
So, we were just not wanting to bother you at all, but wondering if you'd heard of any work available for a very capable party.
Very capable.
Really?
Well, of course. So I'm like vomiting inside my mouth.
I'm sure that I could find something for you both to do.
It's so quiet I can
Well-
hear
Oh,
the
you're-
computer fan.
You're so sweet. We're
So
actually
sweet.
looking for work for more than just two.
Hmm. Is that so? So how large is your party?
Oh, they're large.
I'm not counting figures.
You're not with them.
You're
You're with me. Thank you.
You know, like
Also talking big things.
12. Like 12.
Yeah.
Any more of you at home? Like you at home?
Excuse me?
I mean, yes. Kicker. Like,
I'm
Oh,
taking
honey,
it as
yeah.
racist. I don't know.
I mean, not as. I mean, I don't want to say as pretty as us.
Don't
but
forget
yes.
Laura Little.
There's one
Laura
that's as
with you?
pretty as us.
No.
She's not with them. She,
No, no, she's
she's over.
She's
at the blue.
no, she's at.
With us.
she's supervising.
Oh, she's with
Remember,
us.
Forget
she's
Yeah.
Kicks.
whiskey meat?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
You're mad at him.
Well, if it doesn't work out with your classmate, I can.
And Kicks put powder on.
You
He's
can't
up
remember
there.
anything.
Wait, what?
What?
When he puts some powder on, he's way up there.
Oh gosh, I just got it. I've never called it powder.
I just call it cocaine.
Yeah.
I was gonna say foundation, but sure.
Did you guys see that on the news
Oh my
this
God,
past
what?
weekend?
No,
That
I-
there was in Washington. There was a shipment of bananas that went to a Washington Safeway. And
State or DC?
State.
Okay.
And they unboxed it, and like 3 boxes of them was actually filled with cocaine. I mean, like over $1 million
They
worth
found
of
they
cocaine.
found those.
Yeah.
That shit is bananas.
Yeah.
It is not bananas.
Yeah.
You are wrong, sir. It is not bananas.
Just
Yeah.
think about how
Asanate, thank you.
That got a cheer for that one.
many people were probably shot because they ended up with 3 pounds of bananas. This is not what I ordered.
Oh no,
Banana
that's okay.
tailpipe.
When I called you a banana smuggler, that's not what It's always money
Wow.
in the banana stand.
Is that what they responded?
That's banana republic.
Yeah. So anyway, so how long are you looking to work? Because I'm sure that I can get you work that will last really long.
Well, I mean, we're just looking for a way to pass the time. That's probably the wrong thing.
Just give me a weird.
Are you backing away?
Like, what's this guy's complaint? That's maybe she's like.
Oh, he's
"Hang on."
actually pretty attractive.
Okay.
Oh,
You
wow.
know. I mean, for
Charisma
being,
is 15.
you know, for being a half elf, he actually is pretty attractive.
Okay.
I have to tell you, there's money in the banana stand.
Morning, officers. What you on, second team? We're the first team.
Yeah, we're not gonna fall for a banana in the tailpipe.
You're not gonna fall for the banana in the tailpipe? It should be more natural, brother. It should flow out like this. Look, man, I ain't falling for no banana in my tailpipe.
You never saw Beverly Hills Cop?
Oh,
Say, is this
yeah.
Beverly Hills?
It's been a really, really long time. That's too funny.
In your tailpipe.
Maybe they're trying to puree.
Right, speaking of
stick
tailpipe.
cocaine together
Yeah,
and put it in the
apparently.
banana peel.
Um,
That's cocaine.
so he says, it's quite possible that I might be able to find some work for you both to do, along with the rest of your party, of course.
Johnny Jimbo.
Fabulous.
Great.
Johnny Jimbo.
Should we meet back here
Say yes.
tomorrow?
He says, yes. He says, why don't you come back tomorrow, and we'll see what type of work it is that... And bring your other friend. We'll see what kind of work it is that we can have
Your
you.
other
Who was your
friend.
other friend?
Friends, I said 12.
Kicks?
I said 12 people.
Kicks?
No, I said 12 people.
A handsome gnome?
2, 4, 6.
I counted approximate because like half our party isn't here tonight.
Well, we
He did
got
ask you
12
that.
there.
Yeah, I'm here for the gang.
We got 12. But we'll have 13 if Nick brings his friend. Or maybe Echo will bring his friend.
Well, it was a pleasure meeting you. Thank you. We'll see you here.
Thank you
meeting
for
you
your
too.
help.
Absolutely.
Complete hair flip.
Oh, by the way,
That was the wrong hair flip.
any good wine in Blister? Or are we looking?
Oh, no. No. He says if you're really looking for good wine, there's
People always whine about the
You have to
wine.
leave the blister.
for our kind, you're probably going to want to go to Elftown. There's a place I like for cleaning there. It's called the Turn Spoon.
You know, we're a little far from Elftown. How about we
Elftown
meet you
C.
there for business tomorrow?
I like the
In
way
Elftown?
you think.
Yes.
Sure. He says, meet me over at the Turn Spoon.
All right.
Excellent.
We'll get turned up for what?
Then I
We will
guess
see
we'll
you at the spoon.
see you tomorrow.
I just pictured that.
Okay.
Turn spoon. That means when you're spooning,
spoon.
you have to hop over them.
So weird.
And turn in the other direction.
It's like the electric slide. I don't know. It's just really complicated.
We close the door behind us.
Okay.
Have you ever felt like you needed to bathe in like truly alcohol just to get clean?
Honey, you did fine. I don't know what you're freaking out about.
No.
It's not like you're a
that's
paladin that shits his
disgusting.
pants.
I thought you kind of liked him. He wasn't that bad looking.
Us to like,
Yeah, he's thirsty, but that's to our advantage.
as long as he's just thirsty and not ridiculously.
Honey, we're going to that wine bar. He's gonna be dehydrated, so you better get used to it.
I'm not be drunk for this.
All right. So where do you two go?
Well, we promised Laurel we can go back, make sure she's okay. Maybe we can. We should probably have somewhat sober party tomorrow for these discussions.
Fine, 2 drinks.
Unless you want to
AKA
meet
Swan
Mr.
Shore.
Half Elf with Half Dick, like by yourself.
What'd you say?
No, that sounds awful.
Okay. Good use of the button.
Yep.
That's appropriate.
Okay. So back at the Raven Queen.
Oh gosh.
Oh.
No, you're thinking of.
I thought this was Raving Queen.
Wait, are you with us? Who's
Yeah.
Jason.
is he,
Mushroom
like,
boys?
looking for rapes? Skaties, she's looking for rapes.
This isn't what I expected. I brought
I
this
think,
room.
I think Jason is very interested in everything felonious. Is that
Yes.
felonious? Felonious is had to say once
So Felonius is the
skull.
skull.
Either way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What was the guy's
So he has
Crew, right? Crew's out there.
Crew.
Crew.
Crucifix.
Crucifix.
Like crucifix.
Not crucifix.
But like.
Crucifix. Yes.
So I think Jason's interested in learning more.
About the Raven Queen.
Oh, he's kind of interested.
Okay.
Likes
So
what's going on.
what would you like to know?
Like what?
Did you receive Friday Night
There's gotta be
Lights?
more to it than just going out and
Thank you.
betrothing
Did you receive
people,
Friday Night
right?
Lights?
Like, what
Football
else
shows?
is there about this
Oh.
lifestyle?
The
Well,
one kid had a metal band called
I mean,
Cruise.
most of it is preaching about
Thank you.
freedom through the world, an experience.
So what all does one have to do to join the Ravens flock?
That's a very good question.
I mean, Carol's been saying it over and over. I mean, if you haven't figured it out by now,
Come on, man.
I don't know.
Get a fucking clue.
What did Carol
What are you
say? I
raving
missed
about
it.
over there.
I'm
I
pretty
was-
sure only Ned can hear her.
No.
Jason can understand.
No.
EE can
I'm
speak.
saying that
EE
Carol
speaks
is saying
Elvish.
nothing at this
He
point.
speaks Elvish.
Carol
Yeah,
talks.
EE can speak
Talking
Elvish in
skull.
here.
What
Understand.
else?
Yeah,
Bless
absolutely.
you.
Bless you.
It's mostly
What
Sochi.
what was she saying about?
Never shake a skull, baby.
Yeah, do you hear?
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you hear Carol?
I do.
What's it saying now?
Yeah, it's just some basic
She.
Elvish
Sounds like
poetry.
Moroccan.
What? Use her pronouns.
What?
Maybe she doesn't identify.
You just said it.
Maybe
Oh,
she doesn't
my
identify
bad.
by pronoun.
No.
Yeah,
Okay, that's true.
it's they them. Okay.
Just
There
it
you go.
sounds wrong.
So anyway, he says, well, mostly people just donate and get rid of all of their worldly possessions.
Like, Jason doesn't have any worldly possessions.
Except for
Well,
shrooms.
then you're already there. Then it just becomes about spreading love and happiness through the world.
Wow, you're like holy, man. Like super holy.
Pretty sure he doesn't have.
Spreads like a disease.
And he says, "Isn't that right, Felonious?"
Yeah, right, Carol? Yeah.
So, make a wisdom roll.
Him or Carol?
Him.
Yeah,
Carol can make any rolls.
Yeah. So wisdom or below.
Come on, don't. Wisdom. That is
Or 19.
oh shit.
Okay.
I'm guessing you're 19 wisdom. Right?
You're like totally into it.
Like,
This is amazing.
The back of your mind, like, yeah, freedom, live and let live.
so I just started just like emptying my pockets of all my mushrooms.
No, not necessarily. I'm just saying you're really getting the gist of what
Yeah.
of what this guy is actually saying.
EE's pulling out the magic 8 ball and asking the magic 8 ball, is this the right thing that Jason's getting into?
Okay.
I don't know if I care, man. Why you gotta like?
I'm talking to my
Why you
skull.
gotta like
Dude,
impede on my freedom?
Don't donate your padded armor.
Because I may follow right behind you. I want to see what you're getting into.
All right. Roll 20-sided die.
Welcome to the flock.
You still
18.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes.
That's all it says.
What question did I ask
Is
it?
this the right thing for Jason to be getting into?
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
Now you sound intrigued.
Yeah,
Okay.
God.
You're right in line.
sounds good.
Man, this sounds really, freedom, no responsibility. It's almost like a version of Hakuna Matata.
This just sounds like
Well,
a pyramid scheme.
I hear that, and it's like, it sounds like the 70s of being
Inverted
free.
triangle.
Yeah.
Does that include, like, do they have, like, news places and stuff in D&D, or... Besides the brothel.
If you want to
The
start
blisters.
one, you're more than welcome to go ahead.
Clearly,
I'm
I
thinking
have some
of that.
money I can donate to the cause.
Yeah, I think
I'm drinking the Kool-Aid.
he's got some...
Yeah. Yeah, Kool-Aid hasn't been invented yet.
All right, so what if I hand this guy a sapphire worth 500 gold pieces?
Why would you do that?
Because he said it's a donation.
Oh my
Yeah.
None of your possessions.
Edie's
yeah.
gonna say, how about I hold on to that for you?
Yes, that's fine. I didn't give him. Oh,
You can certainly do so.
no, hold on. I thought that my golden scythe was worth 1,000 gold pieces. I'm gonna give him this golden. No, the druids like the scythes, right?
Yeah. Well, you would use it for cutting mistletoe.
Right.
That's part of the ritual for getting
Mistletoe,
greater
scrotums.
mistletoe. Because one of their material components is mistletoe.
That's
So-
right.
Very festive.
Hey, can you give this guy some money for me?
Yeah. Hey,
Look,
I have
I just
500
came here
gold piece gems.
to meditate. I want to find a peaceful place to meditate.
So I'm gonna slip Jason one of my 500 gold piece gems,
Okay.
and then
Don't you want to donate yourself too?
well I am so we can I slip you one, and then we're gonna offer
Can
up
I-
at the
can I
same
go off
time.
into a corner and meditate?
Absolutely.
So
So what's her? She meditates for so many turns.
oh Skatey, where are you going?
Yeah, it helps with their with healing.
Okay, so I'm at
Is
14 out of 51.
No. Everybody's a total by this
Yeah,
point.
you're a total.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't write total on this.
Yep.
Okay, then I guess I don't have to meditate. That was
Well,
my-
you should go meditate while we're. Don't bother us.
All right, fine. You guys just spend all your money.
So I slipped him one of my
Okay.
gems, and then we're gonna offer up.
Okay.
Wow.
I don't think they were that big. There you go. That looks better.
Everything looks bigger when it's shiny.
Well, let's see. 500 gold pieces, 1,500 each per
Does I
ounce.
smell anything funny?
I mean, you might
For you.
smell
Bullshit.
some specific kind of incense
Oh, okay. I
that's
meant-
burning in here.
Okay. And I have this sensitive nose.
So is there like
Just
any
wondering
sort of
if there's any type of
membership
BS that-
ritual?
No, he's like, oh my goodness, welcome to the realm of the Queen of the Raven.
I feel better already.
He puts on a mask.
Now, go forth and spread her word of love and happiness and betrothal. And you could be betrothed to anything it is that you wish.
Trees.
You could be betrothed to each other if you wish. You could be betrothed to the trees, to the land, to the grass,
I think you two.
to the sea, to the air.
I think you two
So,
should just.
like,
Is there like
how
a
do you-
book of
Wait,
like
who is
teachings?
who
we
is
can,
my new
like-
deity?
So how do you troth someone?
Can I still worship Sylvanas?
Quoth
Yeah,
the Raven.
absolutely.
Okay, now
It's freedom.
quoth the Raven.
The Raven.
She's just known as the,
What's
as the Raven Queen.
Raven
Alright.
Queen.
All I can think of is
She
Ruby.
run the Raven
Sorry.
Queen like
There's a
2
character in
days.
Ruby named Raven. My brain
There
is
you go.
gone.
Oh, I put that under appearance. I look like the Raven Queen.
Weird.
A whole different meaning to the
But
song
he does
Dancing
he
Queen.
does tell you to make sure to come back in about 3 days. And he says that they're having they'll be going through some accolade training
Okay.
as well, so that you can learn more about the Raven Queen.
Hopefully we're not the sacrifice.
That's
We
for
should
the
leave our money back at the inn before
Yeah.
we feel compelled to.
I already told you. I tried to take it, but you guys wanted to continue on. So.
Hey, you're off
Yeah.
You're off
doing
meditating.
whatever you're doing
You're trying to get your memory
with
back.
your AA batteries.
Go think your burdensome thoughts. And when you're ready to be free,
Oh, I'll hold on to that for you.
you gotta let
You
go.
need
gonna
to
give it
take
back
more
to him.
mushrooms.
Just gonna give it back to him. Just
What
so
are
I'm
you?
Wasted on the. I'm a guardian.
Oh,
Have
yeah.
fun,
Well, take your
guardian,
guardian
lawful good.
somewhere else.
Full of good.
Alright. You exchange anything else with him at this point?
Yeah, that's. I was gonna do the
Yeah.
on each cheek.
Oh, I forget what that's called.
Welcome to the.
I do that with the scroll. The scroll on both sides.
Not yet.
It was
Carol.
nice meeting you
Carol.
both.
It was a pleasure meeting you all.
I think as into it as Jason's feeling, he is not gonna fully go. He wants to see.
You failed your wisdom roll. You were fully in it.
You were 19 out of 20.
True.
Yeah.
You were like,
You're
this
up
is
to the
best
elbow.
I don't think you get a choice.
I mean, that doesn't mean I'm like.
No,
like,
it just
live in rags.
You are
and
drinking
No,
the
stuff.
it
Kool-Aid,
just-
man.
Yeah.
look, just like anything else. It's you hear something you're like, man, this is really cool. I ought to check this out, and so you decide to check it out further and further.
You're interested
You know?
in hearing
Yeah.
the recruitment
It's like
pitch for the
magic.
pyramid
It's like
scheme.
buying something off of an infomercial. you know?
So it's almost
more
like the
times
guy that I
about
got a
me.
text from. I go to church with him. He got a letter in the mail saying he had somebody in his family that hasn't checked in for 10 years and they have $9.5 million. He's asking me if it's good. I just sent him the link to where everybody's saying it's a false thing.
So
Yeah.
Did you tell him you could look into it, but it's gonna cost
Yeah,
him at
yeah,
least
it's going to cost him
$500?
50%.
Yeah.
Oh
I need the money up front,
my
though.
gosh.
Well, it's just a couple more sessions, and I'll probably be Jansening it with this guy.
Yeah, that's
Admittedly,
all in, man.
there was once a ticket from someone that like
The
the
gold
entire
ticket?
team looked at. They got like a notice of an unpaid ticket. We're all like, this doesn't look real. What? How is this? And then we looked it up and we're like, no, this is actually legit. Please pay this.
Why would you buy one paint line when you can own all 12?
That's true.
Wow.
Those are the kind of lines I invest in.
Oh,
I
you're
think you
talking
need to go get
lines,
that
like
banana
credit
shipment.
card lines?
Maybe.
No, I think it's more
Lines
of
of
what was
credit.
in that banana crate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Or mushroomed.
Well, I was gonna say,
You got a
got some
Ginsu?
bananas now.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Erroneous.
I'm doing some thinking.
Okay.
Just like I'm kind of like sitting in the back, just doing some thinking about what I was told and
What were you told?
To be a
the
good
conversation we
paladin
were just having about being a
on the
paladin,
path of righteousness.
how to lead instead of follow, and I'm like, oh gosh, I have to change everything. I've been doing this stupid.
Yeah.
When did I get stupid?
Oh, yeah. That's right.
I'm just thinking. Just sitting there thinking.
No, that's all good.
Seems like the right thing to do in a temple.
Okay. So, at Paylor, Apelles just comes out and reassures that they are still obviously helping us. They're the ones that helped raise EE, even though he was a pagan.
Wait, EE's considered a pagan?
Yeah, well, to them.
Oh,
You're talking about a
yeah.
lawful good deity of the sun versus a druid. I mean,
Yeah.
completely different kind of mindsets. One that worships nature and the other that sees the sun as the end-all be-all.
Well, it's interesting because, Jacob was thinking to himself why he, went down the path of life that he went down and why he's only 4th level and he could be thieving and stealing stuff. And then Chung Kul puts him in his place.
Yeah.
So.
That's what deities do.
That could have been fornicating like
Icarot.
Icarot. But then again,
Yeah,
he
Icarot
doesn't
gets
even
all
remember what
weird.
happened.
In his head, it's amazing.
And then the failures of Soren. So I guess I'm
Soren,
okay being in the
Soren's
mic.
already
Thank you, Chung
settling
Kul.
into the
Thank you for
family.
putting
So
perspective on my life.
Well, you're dwelling on the feelings of Soren. Soren
And
dwelling
teaching
on the
you a
feelings
martial
of
art
Soren.
here and there.
Yes.
Basically, the lesson
Treating
of the day.
you- yeah.
Sucks.
The value of life.
You built a tower.
YOLO.
I say that a lot more than I should.
Stonks.
Stonks and drunks.
Let's get some crunks.
Okay.
Speaking
So-
of crunks.
You two walk in to the Pig and Bucket, and you notice sitting at the bar, you see Laura Lil kind of sitting way at the end, basically by herself. You notice that there are a couple of guys that are just as best as possible, just kind of sitting at the tables and kind of ogling her and stuff. You notice Icarot kind of has his arm around this girl's knees,
Yeah.
and maybe the backs of her thighs. You notice. And you notice Neb just kind of sitting there brooding a little bit, here and there, thinking.
So, that's
And
normal.
this female that keeps pawing at him, pawing it at
Who does
Neb,
that girl
and
think she is?
Oh my god. I know her.
You know her?
Yeah. We all went to school together.
Isn't that the girl that Icarot banged?
I don't. What? Really? What are you talking about?
Happiest
You know her too?
Your friend's a little loose.
I mean, we were barely friends, but Ned would fawn over her all the time, and it was kind of.
Why is she here?
I don't know.
Well,
What do you mean Icarot banged her? What are you talking about?
I don't even want to know. And I was here the whole time.
I thought she looked
Alright.
familiar.
Fuck
Listening
the
from
wine.
other
Let's
side
just
of the
get
door.
something really strong.
Like a double. And then pour it in her face. Neb obviously doesn't want her attention now.
Yeah. You want to go upstairs and continue talking?
The 3 of
We
us.
can. Yeah, we can split it.
Oh gosh.
So
No,
you see them walking in, okay, and obviously coming up to the area of the bar, and you do happen to notice that Ilya is looking in your direction and looks pretty pissed.
We should go now. Halvesies.
I mean, aren't you always half?
Unfortunately, don't give me the discount.
Now, as you're sitting there, you see this large, burly guy that gets up from a table and comes up to the bar to get something to drink.
What is happening?
This is gonna go
Large, burly guy.
So he's up there talking to Kyle about getting a few beers. And he's just minding his own business, and he looks down and he sees Icarot and goes, "You slimy little thief, you!"
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Wait, how come everyone seems to know you?
I didn't get you the last time, but I'm sure as hell gonna get you now.
I don't know.
He sounds a little Australian.
What you're talking about. You must have me confused with somebody else.
Roll for initiative.
2. Everybody rolling, or is he rolling for
just
himself?
roll for himself.
At this point, can
1.
Come on, Inquiry.
Looks like you get clubbed on the head.
A little hand check and bump him off the stool, like off the.
No, he's on the ground. He's standing there.
I'm just holding the leg.
Yeah, he was just,
2 legs.
he was just kind of like feeling the pillar.
I picture you like one of those little like chihuahuas that can't stop pumping everything.
But he's really good at it.
So this guy, he goes to grab you. 14. He manages to grab your shirt, and I mean he's gonna haul off. And I mean,
Can I throw a glass eye at him?
yeah, you can throw a glass eye at him if you wish. If you think that that's gonna help.
I don't know. Actually, do I have time for a spell?
Well, he managed to grab you, and like I said, he's rearing back to let you have it. So it's your action.
Can I leap forward?
Can I go, whoa, 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 whoa.
I want to leap in.
Time out.
I want to leap in.
Can I cast darkness?
Oh, you certainly can.
I want
You
to.
actually probably recognize the guy because you were
I want to
there.
leap
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, this is the
I
guy
don't know what the
that
fuck's
was
happening.
chasing after him the last time that he
Yeah.
tried to pickpocket.
I'm
That's
trying
why
to.
he hid in the bed
I
in
don't
the
care
first
about
place.
saving his butt.
Uh-huh.
Why not?
I care about looking good.
Okay.
So I'm
Is
going.
this the paladin wannabe?
No, this.
No,
No.
This is Ilya.
Oh.
I want to leap in and put a dagger to his throat.
Okay. All right.
Sweet.
Roll 20-sided die.
Neb's gonna mutter under his breath.
Okay.
That's the most action that dagger's seen in.
10.
Okay.
10 or 16?
So-
That's a 10.
Oh.
Yeah, that's fine. So you manage to jump in between. You get the dagger up. You don't get it quite near his throat,
Yeah,
but you
I'm
have
short.
it. I mean, close to him.
Yeah. Put him down.
And what makes you think that you're gonna stop me?
I want to stab it through
Darky.
his chest.
Hey, Neb interjects. Don't worry, she says that to everyone. That's it. That thing's
No,
only
no,
ever
I-
stabbed herself.
While he's,
I-
while he's distracted with him, I'm going to attempt to steal from him.
Okay.
Did you have your second dagger in your hand down at his scrotum?
Thanks, guys. Thanks for running interference.
We got Dak Baden over here.
Ends well for him.
What's your pickpockets?
10%.
No.
It's like fuck all percent.
Pickpockets, 45%.
Okay.
You're more
So
likely
you do
to
manage.
fail.
You do manage to get a little pouch off without him noticing.
Oh my gosh. And then he's going to take
Oh
it
my
off in
God.
your dead body.
So great.
I can't
Oh goodness.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So
What is happening? What is this real
I
life?
couldn't remember that first time, so maybe it works.
all right, you jumped in. Orla was sitting at the other end of the bar here.
She's like, I guess I have to save the girls
Right.
now.
So, Bree, you see all of this going on.
What do you need, Nick?
I'm just looking for the players here.
Here.
It's hiding all the way over there.
Do you need that one or Unearth Arcana?
I don't know. Probably all of them.
What is about to happen?
He's going to cast the shrink spell.
I can't get much smaller.
I was in the pool!
Trans turtle.
I know.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so you're going to cast something? Or,
I think so.
okay.
As much as I want to watch Ilya.
Wait, I was gonna turn the dagger on him and actually try to stab him through the chest.
Ooh, now backstab.
No.
That's a
Cast
first.
Spook.
Okay.
On Ilya? On the general. I don't care if it's both of them.
Hey! Come on, I'm trying to look impressive to you.
We might get kicked out of the whole city. By the way, if we do
We're
magic.
now banned from the blister.
Alright.
Yeah, see, I'll just make Marco remember what book it's in.
Yep.
Boo!
Oh my gosh. That actually scared me. It's like my heart just bounced.
Okay, spook or scare?
I have spook written down.
Skook!
Skook.
Bear.
So it could be-
He just throws a bowling ball.
Just like watch it roll past. Probably Ekarat's rolling with it because he got caught.
I'm the pin.
Lucy.
Goose is loose.
Loser. She can
Oh,
hear.
she's over there.
She's over yonder. Like, why did you summon me?
I was sleeping. I was catching on to
Horn of Valhalla.
I'm not wasting my horn on some.
Lucy, go back to sleep. Come here, ghost. Come here, ghost.
To me.
Look at it this way. Best case
Half
scenario,
asleep,
I get to
little
snatch out
happy
two
girl.
People. Worst case scenario,
She's like, I hear.
I get to watch
Please
you
pet
get
me.
stabbed
Please
through with your own
happy.
dagger.
She's like half asleep, happy.
Lay down. Lay down. Lay down.
She goes straight to Nick.
It should be in.
Those two fumbles.
That's why I couldn't.
Outlook's not good.
Absolutely.
Hey.
Okay.
She's just like, no.
No pork rinds? No lovey.
She looks
Are you all
back.
out?
Come back.
Huh?
Is she all out?
Yeah, I ate the whole bag.
And she goes.
Well, she certainly helped.
It's funny because we've been giving her.
Okay. So you cast your spell. It affects only him. Okay. And you basically get like right in his face. Like, I mean, it's almost like
Beetlejuice.
yeah. I mean, what kind of, sort of, but basically, the rest of you see his face like totally distort and almost like fangs come out and so forth. And he like flips out. He drops Ickelrod. Get away from me! And you see, and he runs out of the bar.
Nice. Can I check what's in the bag?
Yeah.
No, because I'm gonna reach down and swipe that bag right at you. Services rendered.
No, nobody saw it. Though.
Oh, no.
That's the thing. Nobody saw it but him.
Yeah.
What is that? First time in
Ever.
100 chances?
It's the second time I've ever stolen something. Every other time is fail.
And the other time was
Yep.
when it was off a dead body, you stole it.
Spook well.
No.
No, I stole
It's off.
from the paladin. I stole the money from.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right, Bart. That's when he was wiping his ass.
Hey, because does anybody else feel like they're missing some gold?
Oh, goodness.
Okay. So, Aurora is just like astounded, like, oh my goodness,
He's even
where did you learn to do that?
Oh.
And I'm like,
hooked.
Seriously.
just like snarling and putting the dagger away.
Yep. And so she just kind of walks up and is like, my goodness, you've changed.
I'm gonna resume my position on her leg.
Yeah. Neb's trying to fight the feelings. He's smitten, but at the same time, he remembers how like that's just the way she was back in the day, and it was
Mhm.
always about the other cooler elves that were, just a little bit taller, a little more athletic.
Exactly.
Shot caller.
She just wanted to copy his notes in class.
Oh, by the way,
Wait,
here's
are
a
you the
picture
nerd?
of your son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a drawing of your son.
So,
This is,
all right.
this is young.
So make a wisdom roll.
Let's see if I can fail 2 wisdom rolls.
Oh,
So remember, this is for Neb.
7.
It seems like that should be lower.
Yep.
I think you're wise
I'm pretty
enough.
sure you're not that dumb.
Which one? Wisdom 13.
Okay. All right. So you do kind of like you said, you still do have that a little bit of that smitten feeling, but it's overridden by, stupid. I tried telling you for the longest time that the world will end up being at my knees, and this is, you could have had it all along.
Speaking of at my knees,
I'm
what's
at
the
her
going
knees.
rate these days?
So, but you see this chick Aurora just kind of falling all over herself, and like kind of trying to.
And my awesome display of nebularity.
My crush is dying. It's literally withering as you say that word.
You can always do a Hannibal Lecter on her. Slice that femoral artery.
So, now you do make an intelligence roll.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Never underestimate.
Never underestimate.
Oh
Well, it's
yeah.
one, so I think I
Okay.
made it.
So you do notice no matter how much she tries to cozy up to him, he's not having any bit of it.
Oh,
Good for you.
I'm feeling a little haughty.
But there's still part of Neb that's considering putting in a few gold pieces just for the crossword.
Yeah, but I'm
Old
not-
time's
Can you
sake,
give me a discount?
cross that off the list.
You've already.
Yeah, but I'm thinking less about sneaking into a room tonight and cutting the femoral artery.
I don't care what you're thinking about.
Then again, it could be
You
a
can tell it
threesome.
on my face. I mean, not that hard to read.
Dark elf, old school flame.
All about.
Yeah.
Are you suggesting a three-way?
I mean, I didn't give my gold away to everyone. I
I'm
got
not viable!
I got a ring of 2 wishes left.
Write it up.
Absolutely.
Oh no!
Sure, Ickelrod will hold a leg for you.
Sure.
Or two.
Please don't chill about that!
So what do you charge for
I'm very
services
nimble.
these days? Just out of
It's a
curiosity.
going rate.
She
Free
just kind
for
of
you.
takes a look back and
I'm like
she's
hitting him on the shoulder.
I didn't think you would feel that way.
I just asked a question.
Yeah, answer his question.
As he pulls away from her leg.
Yeah. So she just kind of backs away a little bit, and
Men are pigs. Most of all, Neb.
I just
That's
can't
why I
answer
really
that
need-
for you. And she starts turning around and walking away.
But baby,
No, that's fine. She can walk away.
nobody
You
puts
always
baby
come
in a
back.
corner.
I grab Lorel's drink. Barkeep.
I was
Three,
gonna buy her a
please.
drink, but
Oh well, guess that one's
I
always gonna
shoved
be
Neb
on your
back
bucket list.
and step up to get a bar with the girls.
Okay.
to do what?
Yeah, I said that
She
wrong.
got up on the bar with the girls. That's what
Get
she
up
said.
to
They
the
got
bar
up
with
on
the
bar
girls.
with
Was the word?
She's
were the
doing
words
the
that
Coyote
were supposed to
Ugly.
come out of my mouth.
Yep.
They did not come out of my
Yeah.
mouth.
Almost like
Ugly.
the gold piece under the bar. Now this is getting interesting.
I can't speak. I'm sorry. I'm not climbing on the bar. I am not dancing on the bar. I am not that drunk yet.
Just pick the
Okay.
bucket,
Wait a
so-
few hours.
Pig in a bucket.
Pig in a bucket.
Barkeep. 3 of these, please.
Make mine a double.
Okay.
Don't forget Laura.
That's why I said 3.
Oh, you got one for the bartender again? Oops.
All right. So he sets them up. You notice that he sets up an extra beer in front of Laurel, and she picks it up, and she walks on over, and she walks over to Neb, and she goes, "I'm really proud of you."
Or asking her what the going rate was.
No, because he stood his ground.
Just a matter of curiosity.
Am I with them, or did I just continue on with letting you walk away?
That's up to you.
That's entirely up to you.
Because I don't remember
Are
letting
you
go.
puppy?
No. I mean, she started moving through the rest of the bar,
Ow.
You are.
and just
She is
Yep.
the key to your memories for
Let's
that
see.
night.
How about we have a second go and you can tell me how it went the first time?
no. She just Laurel just looks at you and just here.
Thank you. Beer. She gave me the beer.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I thought that was one.
I
Grecian urn.
swallowed half my drink in one swallow.
Deb's never met a Grecian urn. He won't drink.
Yeah. No, she goes, that took an awful lot of guts to do that.
He's not gonna know what to say back, but he'll order a drink as well.
Another one.
Okay.
Whiskey extra neat.
What is wrong with you?
I can't flip the table.
Don't mind her. Her hands don't know what to do if there's not a knife in them. They're just all awkward and
All right.
bibbly.
So she grabs another drink, and you're double. Says, come here. Let's go talk.
Ring of two wishes.
Crap, she took my drink.
No, she hands it to you.
Oh, okay, fine.
Just go and sit down at a table.
Oh, I don't get to go with them.
No, they're talking
No,
to
no, no,
threesome
no, no,
right
no.
now.
No.
Oh, hey there, Perry.
Hi.
Long time no see.
Was that?
Did you find some work?
Yeah. But was that who I think it was?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
She's
Huh.
aged.
She's gettable.
We've made quite a bit of money. We've made quite a bit of money, and we're gonna make more if
Where he said he was at.
you. And we're gonna make more if you can get your sober ass out of. Well, hopefully your sober ass out of bed tomorrow. I set up a meeting in this Elventown place. I'm guessing only the elves should be there, but I don't really know.
You're an elf town elf these days?
No. Is the spoon really there?
I know who's talking. What's going on here?
Matrix, come on now.
Oh, okay.
There's a spoon.
There is no spoon.
Clearly, I need to rewatch The Matrix.
Twisted spoon, shattered spoon,
Twisted sister.
Turn spoon.
turn spoon.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyways, when you guys are done with whatever the hell you guys are getting down into
Would you like
here,
a drink?
I'm good, thank
He's
you.
not getting down into anything. Rickle rots.
Come on, one drink, old time's sake, old schoolmates, one for our fallen schoolmate.
Yeah.
Fallen.
Yeah, you're feeling pretty cocky right now.
Yeah.
She's still vertical.
For now.
Yep. So, Laura Lowell and you sit
The
down,
way I clear out like something.
and she just says,
Sort of challenge.
you gotta tell him.
I am not telling him. If he can't figure it out on his own, that's his problem.
He's not going to get it.
He's not stupid.
He's not that bright when it comes to this sort of stuff.
Can't
Clearly,
believe you
he was
turned
just.
her down.
I didn't turn
I
her
am
down,
not telling
technically.
him.
Oops.
Why-
That was good timing. I just popped into the thing just at the right time.
This is like, school.
It's like, that
all
sounds a
over
lot
again.
like me. Oh, that
She's
is
gonna
me.
copy my notes while
Yeah.
she's on her back. I don't know. Like,
Yeah, she wasn't very nice to you. Not that I wanted to talk, but still, you know what I'm saying.
He's not gonna get it.
what are open sports?
And it's up to you. Look, you do whatever it is that you want. You don't need me interfering in any kind of. But I'm telling you right now.
Fuck that guy.
Megan's here. Unlocked.
Do it, ickle rot.
With the ickle pickle.
She just says, look, it's the regrets in life that we all have that we look back on and say, why didn't we? And yes, you'll be putting yourself out there. But look, it's been evident for quite a while that you two have this love-hate kind of a thing. And you either need to cut bait and move on or say something to him.
Cutlery, no
What
bob
about
it.
Elliot?
At the end of the day, it becomes
Oh, yeah.
whether you can live without him or not.
I swear she had the knife out, but I think she was aiming for her aura.
She'd put that knife in anyone. She's
Mm.
threatened to put that knife in anyone.
I mean,
He's a
I don't
gray elf.
disagree, but like,
So,
she did not like the way that
So-
You hear the
Looking
way
at
people
you.
talk to me.
Some, not all of us.
Look, I'm just saying,
You can
Elliot's
do better
kind of
than
a
me.
sweet girl. At first, I thought she was weird, and I still do.
Do you think anybody's really
She's
better
so
than you?
sneaky.
But Laura, though, she knows how to handle a situation.
Laura, yeah,
Oh, no.
I don't think she's for you.
But he might think
I got one
there's an
drink here that
easier
says
life
otherwise.
than me.
Maybe.
Keep dreaming.
I think you two share a lot more in common than what it is that you give yourself credit for. And once again, you don't need me to counsel you on anything.
I can't handle more of
That's
this well.
completely up to you. But
More of the swill?
he wouldn't want to admit it,
Yeah,
but to
I
be
need
perfectly
wine.
honest, he's pretty sweet on you too.
I'll finish that bar swill.
Take it.
And if he is dumb enough to let you go by, then it wasn't meant to be.
I don't want to be
Just
here when
pull the
Laura
curtain
runs out
closed.
naked again. Like that.
Wait, he was naked last time?
Again, I wasn't here. I don't want to see
Just
it
like
again.
looking over
I
at the
don't
bar
wanna
and just
risk
staring at him. Just thinking.
knowing it again.
Okay.
And you traumatized on how big it was.
Just like,
It's almost taller than him.
Call me tripod.
Didn't you ever notice his limp? And why his thieving abilities suck so bad?
Alright. So, as all you guys are talking and stuff, you do notice,
Where are you going?
you catch a glimpse of Icklerot and
Chihuahua.
going up the steps.
Oh my gosh!
I was gonna say, ask if I could get half price.
From what you think, I mean, it looks like what she was
Well,
wearing.
if you fold
So you only
it in
see
half.
the end of her guard.
Man,
Alright.
she'll really sleep.
I'm going to find out what happened last time.
Make sure you write it down this time.
I will.
Because Soren won't be there to remember. Not that he did the first time.
He really doesn't. She woke up and was like, "What happened?"
Hey Neb, I need someone to chronicle this.
how many times I gotta tell you I'm not her damn note taker?
Roll for STD.
We are in blister.
You had
Okay.
Okay.
Is this
So-
a roll to see if you get one, or?
Oh.
Oh, she can't get out.
You're sealed in here.
Oh, you were so cute.
Okay.
Like someone let me out.
Um,
I'm going upstairs.
Yeah.
Sweet. You guys? I'll see you later.
Alright, see you in about 6 minutes.
I intend to use the full hour.
4 minutes later.
Did you find anything good in that pouch? Like a prophylactic or some gold?
okay. So, you managed to get upstairs.
That's as furthest I get?
And she leads you over to a particular room
Okay.
that seems familiar to you.
What's the theme of this room?
So it got like a
A
heart
bed.
spa.
I don't know. It has what appears to be a little bit of an elvish.
Nice. Did you put
into
the
it.
ears back on? Because I really like the ears.
If that's what you want,
Oh, I mean, you're
There's,
paying.
it's your goal.
There's shelves full of Amish dolls.
Yeah.
Faces.
Yes!
So they're just made from wood? Hand carved? They're Amish.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Um,
These sex dolls.
No, I want her to beat me
Oh,
while
they're
I'm
sex
stealing from her.
all right. So she has you sit down inside of the room. Okay.
Oh God.
She goes, "You don't remember anything, do you?"
Not a bit.
Well, she shuts the door and locks it.
Uh-oh.
This dude leads on to a real well.
My safe word is banana.
Oh wow, that's way more than I needed to know, Rod.
I can't imagine how many times this is gonna get brought up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk past.
The Korad said his safe word is banana.
Oh, gee.
Kitty's back.
Banana.
Yep. Okay, so you're sitting down, and she goes over and she locks the door, and she turns around, and you notice that she doesn't look the same as what she looked before.
Oh no!
Somebody broke her.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yes.
She didn't like the locked door.
Yeah.
You're okay.
Okay, so you're definitively surprised.
Oh no.
Noisy.
And what you see looks like that.
What?
She have wings?
That's what it looks like. No.
Oh, wow.
She turned into that, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Is it
That's
a
lovely.
Is it a siren? A harpy?
You see it up on the screen?
Yeah.
Oh,
Down a
the
little
head's
bit.
cut off.
Lower.
Down a little lower.
There you go.
Oh my gosh.
Doppelganger. Huh.
Yeah.
You loved Doppelganger.
Quite look like I remember.
Alright. So, it gets a free attack on you.
Oh man.
He thought he was getting
Surprised.
lucky.
Yeah.
She surprised you all right.
Is this what happened last time?
Are those the first words out of your mouth?
Maybe she's
Well.
actually dead and this thing took its place.
So let's see. Ickelrun.
Is that how it works?
18 is
I don't remember.
Oh gosh.
We're not allowed to look
You
until
are
after the
AC5.
fact.
Oh gosh.
But then again, if Iqarat survives to tell the story
Well, I'm not
of
gonna
what
tell you this story.
happened,
I'm telling you something else completely different happened.
Okay, 4 points.
Lose 4 points.
Yep. You're down to
Of
14.
Constitution. Just kidding.
I mean, yeah, probably.
Okay.
I'm gonna raise you
Alright.
so many times.
Alright, roll for initiative. 1.
Beat it. 4.
Okay. So what do you do?
so is the deal
Don't try to sleep with her,
Is
and
the
don't
deal
think
off?
she's into it anymore.
Steal. I haven't paid her yet, right?
Maybe give her some more gold. Or some gold.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't pay her
I'm
enough.
gonna give her gold. Oh man. Well,
Yeah, you should just try to
I
reason
can't
with
believe
her.
my eyes of the eagle didn't see this coming.
No, that only allows you to see distance.
Yeah.
Ring protection, ring ram.
Maybe you should bring a ram it.
I don't know if I want to do that. I only have 2 charges left.
Question is it female or male?
I don't think we know that for sure.
Nondescript.
So do I have to attack? To defeat
I mean,
her,
it's
or-
attacking you, so...
Alright,
I mean,
well,
I don't think you're going to
I guess I will.
sweep her off her feet.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I'll pay you double. Can't lose this thing I paid for this Viagra.
Two-fisted fighting, I guess.
You pay for this.
Okay, I'm glad you got
Remember, you have spells that you can use at your disposal, too.
I do, but I don't know which one to. Ultra vision, impaired. Oh, improved phantasmal force. What does that one do?
Yeah, so Phantasmal Force is basically it's basically an illusion. Improved Phantasmal Force means that it has sounds that go with it too.
Mm.
But you can use like
Phantom armor?
your color spray, or you can use your
Chromatic orb?
chromatic orb. Either one.
Oh my gosh, it looks like the aliens from
Mars Attacks.
I
Yes.
guess I'll do
Fuck
chromatic orb.
That
Yes.
looks
Yes.
exactly like that.
You don't know.
I don't know.
This is
but
the first
I-
time you've encountered a doppelganger.
On top.
I'm reading about it now, but I ain't telling you squat about
Come
it.
on. Alright, so.
So you gonna do a chromatic orb?
Yep, chromatic orb.
Alright.
Do I have to choose the color?
But you shouldn't be.
All I can
maybe.
tell you is the first appearance was in 1975, Greyhawk,
Oh, in that case, I'm doing
and you're
right.
screwed.
Doing fire.
Don't forget you already stuffed yourself with a hay. So if you sell
Oh
it-
yeah,
I don't have that.
that's right.
I I don't have
You
that.
didn't have a sock because they were all dirty,
They took that-
and you didn't wash them, so
Okay.
it's tough to...
I just had my ogre skin.
All right, so you can do either pearly color, which does 1 to 4, ruby color, which does 1 to 6, or flame, which does 1 to 8. But if you, just as a fair warning, if you do flame, okay, you could actually set the room on fire. Okay?
I guess I'll just.
If
go
you
for
miss.
Ruby.
Yeah, so ruby will do 1 to 6.
Ruby soda.
Okay? So,
Okay. So do I have to roll anything?
yeah, you got to roll the hit.
Okay, roll the hit.
Okay, you add +3 to it.
5 plus 3, so that's 8.
Um,
Do I re-roll the hit?
No.
Great, I totally missed.
yeah, you totally missed. Okay?
Yep.
Pearl.
All right, and it swings at you.
You're screwed.
10.
Would it be ironic to have the first player character die
Just hit.
in a prostitution sting gone bad?
3 more points.
Oh boy, I'm down to 11.
Problem is, with the Viagra stimulated...
Well, I would go
If
up
he
there and
loses
check it
his
out, but
appendage,
he
he-
claimed he was going
Oh.
to make use of his full hour, so...
You were
I
supposed
wouldn't
to.
give him the full hour.
6 minutes
But
later.
So
he
apparently
didn't pay
Jay,
yet.
Jay found the room key.
Bullshit.
Huh? You finally shat it out, huh?
Oh my gosh!
Oh, that's where it went.
So it's, real
Glad you were
hot.
checking. It's only been a week.
That's too funny.
Oh.
Okay, so everybody else that's downstairs.
Hey, he said he wanted a full hour.
Everybody else that's downstairs.
I said full hour.
Roll a 20-sided die against your intelligence.
Oh, I'm
It's
not
there.
there.
You're there?
I'm
I'm
under.
not there.
You're under?
Yes.
You're supposed to be under it.
Whoa, get that thing out of here.
9.
Nick failed.
I'm also
11.
under.
Okay.
Okay.
So you hear what apparently is a spell that goes off upstairs.
Wait,
Okay.
what happened? Or I guess I don't know, but
I went upstairs
Yeah.
and now you heard a.
Yeah, you hear a
Spell.
spell.
Okay.
You hear a spell that
Alright.
goes off, and you hear what sounds almost like, not necessarily an explosion, but like a pop,
Wow.
if you will.
I don't think that.
She's definitely
magic
going to
is
get pregnant
fine.
from that.
I don't think that kind of magic is condoned in this situation.
Yeah.
Well, when you're half
That's
the size
almost
of
like
Noel,
Hancock.
Man, you gotta resort to extreme measures.
All right. Initiative.
Oh.
So we all want to go up and
2.
check out.
6.
We're all gonna go up and knock on the door.
I'm not
For the
there.
gangbang.
What are you gonna do?
Oh, what am I gonna do?
that didn't sound right though. I mean, not that it would sound right, but you know what I mean.
Maybe you should go
So-
apologize.
If I use 1 ring of ram,
Mhm.
how much damage does that do?
That does 1d6.
1d6 automatically.
Yep. It's 1d6, 2d6, and 3d6.
How many charges you
I only have
have?
2 left, but I
Get
don't.
enough coming over to the
If
If
bar.
you use it
Guys,
all, then you can't
guys,
recharge
Yeah.
it, right?
Once
Yeah.
once you use it, it's all
So
gone.
that sounds
I get a guaranteed
normal.
hit with a d6.
Then I
Maybe
mean,
you should try to take the
we should
ring
go
of ram
check
and ram
on-
it down its throat,
I mean,
and maybe
go
it'll
check
choke
out
to
Pickles.
death.
knowing how
Let's see.
much he gets into trouble.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna use 1 charge.
Maybe he didn't rise to the occasion this time.
Maybe
It's
he
your
tried to
fault.
steal from her.
Why?
Yeah,
I was
that's
gonna
the
leave
likely
and
option.
have some wine, and now I have to go
I already
check
did.
out.
Remember for
No,
initiative, it was a 6.
I know.
Here's what we do: we save his
Did
butt
you ask
Can I
to
use
see
from the
if
situation. He also drinks
3.
free wine.
Did you ask her if
I
the
don't
deal's
understand
off
why
or?
What?
How do you know he
No,
needs
she
to
started
save?
hitting
Save
me.
Echo Round's butt from whatever situation he's in.
3 damage.
Make him
Okay.
pay for the wine?
Yes,
I don't even know if that's worth it, but
Okay.
might as well.
Did you guys hear that ram?
We're still deliberating on
Funk.
whether or not.
yeah. Did we hear anything from that?
So, you ring the rammer, or him. It
They?
and you
Look
see
at that.
you see that the force hits, okay, and it doesn't even flinch.
Great.
Okay,
Super.
The rest of you actually hear that, and you hear a big pop
Okay.
at this point.
Ickelrot is
That-
too small
That definitely
to make
doesn't
that sort of
sound normal.
impact.
No,
Yeah.
let's go.
Okay. All right.
Daggers out.
The door's
It
locked.
swings. It misses.
Oh, thank goodness.
Okay.
Thief.
All right. What do you guys do?
Okay.
We go upstairs.
You walk up. You run up.
Running upstairs.
Running.
Sprint.
Okay. All right. You'll be there at the end of next round.
Great.
Okay. Initiative. 2.
4. I will, can I still use spells? Or
Yeah, absolutely.
I will try color spray.
You just
Okay.
make everything on the list.
Why not?
All right.
Roll the hit.
Did you say
No.
color spray?
Yeah.
Did you try giving it
Jesus
some
Christ.
flowers yet?
Look, guys. I haven't been too successful here. I'm shooting blanks.
You've been fisting and now you're
Well,
going to
that's
color
spelled
spray.
naked.
Okay. Just checking. Used during a ram too. Okay.
Ram color spray. It's a great combination.
Except you wouldn't choose
Holy crap,
pearl.
where's this at?
I went to the Pearl Orb.
It's on Instagram.
I tried the
Looks
ruby
like
one
a
and it didn't
bomb.
work.
Looks like
The Pearl was
a
one of
D
those
fair
things.
or one of those
Ah.
reenactment, medieval
Saving
reenactment.
throw.
Huh.
Failed.
It, not you.
Oh, wait.
It failed. It
Oh,
failed.
not my spell.
That's good.
No.
The thing. The doppelganger.
Yes.
Oh, perfect.
Amazing.
Ha! I sprayed it right in the face.
Yep. Okay.
That's not how you make babies there, Ickelrot.
Okay. So you notice, and like
Must be that beer you were drinking.
You're welcome for that Grecian urn.
and you hear in a very solid voice, "It stings! It stings!"
Is that
Wait, were you swinging it around?
Okay. So at the end of the
We
round,
hear that from the other side.
oh yeah, yeah.
I don't know if I want to do this right now.
We all stop and we're like,
Yeah.
it's okay.
You can tell that there's quite a ruckus that's going on.
Can we
in
tell
there.
that it's not Aurora or Ickelrot's voice?
You can tell. Yeah, you're not hearing Aurora's voice. You are hearing his.
But this third
Um,
voice.
But this third, yeah, you're hearing a voice that you don't.
Wait, guys, hold
Give
on.
it to me, baby.
It stings. Guys, I have not heard anyone yell banana yet. We're supposed to
What
stay
this whole
out
time I was
here.
yelling banana, 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 banana.
Tailpipe, tailpipe, tailpipe.
What are you talking about, you?
Yo, banana! Irritation!
Thank you for that.
Okay, so you do obviously hear like furniture getting knocked over, and
Okay,
All
Ickelrot
sorts of
cannot be that good.
of a ruckus. You try the door, and the door is obviously locked.
My moment is come.
Can you take this?
Okay.
And failed lockpick coming up. Who wants
Initiative.
Who's lining up to kick the
1.
door in?
Oh. 6.
Okay, what do you do?
My damage. At this point,
Hey, if I fail, we're just kicking
Do I
the
have
door
any-
down.
You try again? Twice in one night?
Orb, or no?
Yeah, absolutely.
I will try the Pearl Orb.
Okay,
Told you.
Oh, pearl
All right.
necklace.
okay.
Oh, pearl orb.
Orb.
I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
misheard that.
Pearl, what'd you say? Pearl necklace? Yeah, kind of.
He missed the first one.
Are all your spells sexy?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to damper the party.
They are in a brothel,
I haven't
right?
used,
I know.
I haven't used my ultimate.
We didn't ask for themed attacks while
Look
I'm
forward to it.
So roll
What better
20 side
place?
die, add 3.
3 plus 3 is 6.
You miss horribly.
Why can't I
Wow.
get these orbs off?
You notice.
Infertile.
So, you guys that are on the other side of the door, you notice this flash of light that kind of.
Do I hear banana yet?
Yes, I'm yelling banana this entire time.
Yes, you're hearing banana.
Pearl banana, pearl banana.
Banana, pearl or banana, banana. Ghost ring.
All right, you're going to try to pick the lock?
Yeah.
What's your percent?
65. Or no, sorry, it's 57.
Okay, click.
Oh, it opened?
Yep.
Every blind squirrel finds a nut.
Yep.
I normally
Okay.
pick the lock.
All right, do you open the door?
Yeah.
Okay, so you
I close my
throw
eyes.
the door open,
Yeah,
or
me
you...
too.
Yeah,
We close our eyes.
As soon as it opens,
All right.
I run out, still yelling banana.
So,
Hurrah!
I've thrown the door open for once.
now you threw your pearl necklace at it. So you see Ickelrod basically engaged in a battle with what appears to be a creature
What's
of
he
some
wearing?
sort.
Is he down to just his underwear, or is he?
No,
still
he
his
was still
armor?
fully
They haven't
clothed.
started.
Just check.
Thank God.
Yep.
I'm only wearing my eyes of the eagle.
Do we all just breathe a sigh of relief at the like? Oh, thank goodness he's not naked.
It's just a freakish monster that's a kid dance.
No, I'm
There-
just in leather.
There could have been
Yeah.
a second freakish monster.
Leather, you know.
My armor is leather.
Yeah.
Assless chaps.
That's what I
Basically.
normally walk around in.
Cat suit.
That's why we make
So
him
what
walk in
else
the
is
back
there?
of the party.
Exactly.
That is just too much work to take off.
But you notice this creature is, it keeps like putting its hands like almost what you can't see eyes, but you're expecting that it's
Area.
and it is completely blind at this point, and you see him kind of standing, bouncing up and down on a bed, going banana, 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 banana.
This is not what I expected.
Okay. All right. Initiative. 3.
2.
Okay. It still is sitting there rubbing its eyes and just kind of like trying to make out what's there, and takes a swing at you.
Oh, jeez.
At a minus, missed horribly.
Banana.
Okay.
Nickelrot, did you consent to this?
No.
Right.
Bananas.
Did everybody run
I don't know
up?
if bananas
Neb
is, but okay.
and Puri as well?
Neb's mouth's open. He's like, "Wow, the industry's been really rough on you."
Yeah, I mean we're there
Okay.
at the open door.
Life's got weird.
Okay.
It got weird once you took the ears off.
What do you do?
Can I backstab?
You can attempt to move behind.
I will attempt.
Okay.
Because she's slightly blinded. It's slightly blinded.
You're gonna get it from behind.
Okay.
Blinded by the light.
Shut up.
All right.
With your knife.
What are you doing?
Shut
I am going to two-fist.
Wait, in this scenario,
Okay.
am I
Swing.
the dude?
Alright, I think.
The dominant
10.
one.
That's a miss.
And 4.
That is a miss.
I love the 4 minus 3.
Okay.
At least you're consistent.
So you're trying to get in
Consistently.
behind.
Yes.
Lorlo steps in
I'm not
Oh,
good at
Sword
fighting,
drawn.
I'm good at stealing. And love making one. It's not
and
good.
goes to engage. You're engaged at this point as well. What are you two doing?
Do I have a shot through the door for a magic missile?
Absolutely.
As soon as once he says no, he doesn't
Are
consent.
you doing?
I'm gonna.
Are you doing spell or wand?
Wand.
Wand. Okay. So 2 die 4 and add 2.
2 giant die 4.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Die 4.
Oh, die 4. My bad. 3,
Like, here, you can have the other one.
2.
7.
I've got to say, it makes it a lot easier to read what you're rolling. You are absolutely right. Because I have no idea
4.
what
I
it
can
says.
read that from
I
here.
can't. There's a
Okay.
glare. There's no glare on
I'm
that.
sorry. Let me turn the lights off for you.
Neb,
I'm sure
anything?
that'll
Yeah, come on. What kind of spells do you have? You don't have any sexual spells?
Chill touch.
He's got a ring of.
You're like,
That explains so much.
Welcome to our show where everything is an innuendo.
Spectral hand. Net
Spectral-
of shadows.
It's not even hard.
Plus a ring with 2 wishes on it.
Yeah.
Spectral
Spectral
hand.
hand, otherwise known as the stranger.
Oh my
I'm just gonna hang out for a bit.
god! He's too
Like
busy coming
literally or figuratively?
Figuratively.
Okay.
He's
Just
too busy
making sure.
coming up with innuendos.
All right. All right. So you do see him. He's lost his mind, still hopping up and down on the bed. Banana, 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 banana.
I like it this way.
All right, initiative 5.
I think it's on to you, Nick.
Six.
Oh, yeah.
Six.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, now party's involved, so.
Oh.
It's
Oh,
alright.
okay,
Yeah,
that's
just go. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
You're fine.
Good.
7.
4.
Next try. Okay.
4 plus.
This is banana bonus.
Oh, missed by 1. Okay. What do you do?
I'm gonna try and attack again.
Okay.
2-fisted.
Oh, I get to mark in my book.
Roll that percentiles.
2-fisted fumble.
Fumble.
2-fisted fumble.
He
Oh,
couldn't even grab his own
That sounds like
thing.
a death metal band. Two-fisted fumble.
Oh my goodness.
No, that just sounds like a song for an
Oh.
I'm just gonna knock myself out. So I'm getting out of this.
Alright, two-fisted fumbler.
Slips on
Banana,
banana.
banana,
peel.
banana. Yeah.
Yep.
The two-fisted fumbler yelling banana.
2-fisted fumble.
Alright. Roll percentiles.
69. I mean,
66.
That's pretty close.
Missed
We might need to
opportunity.
modify that.
how many hero points can I use to bump that up? 3.
Oh, I would definitely bump one up.
Alright, so draw. Okay, so I'll give you the choice between 66 and 69.
You gotta
Draw
do it.
your own innuendo out of
You
it.
gotta do it.
Bro, do I get to hear what they are first? Or I have to choose.
No, you gotta choose.
Do that.
We'll go with 69. It's
Okay. Weapon stuck.
Oh.
Yep. Can't
Roll
get
better roll better than strength on 4d6 to remove.
it. Otherwise, it's gonna run off right there.
My
So,
staff is stuck.
Your staff is stuck.
Dang it.
Not your rod, your staff.
Exactly.
So what do I have to do?
4 die 6
4 die
Four
6.
dice.
over your strength.
That's not covered in the
Can I-
medical
can I
condition.
do more?
How many
Medical
over his
dice
strength?
six?
He's got to roll
He's
4.
got to roll
Four
4 die
What's
6.
your strength? 18?
No.
If staff stuck for
14.
more than
14.
6 hours, please
Yep.
consult
So this
your
has to be over?
physician.
Over. So a combination of
Or your D&D at this point.
Oh, you're screwed. 11.
Oh, wow. It's...
That's
No,
good.
I'm good.
Okay.
So that's 10, 16, 18.
All right. So you managed to pull out your staff.
Whew. Yeah.
Where did it go?
All right. Laura takes a swing.
Don't want to know.
Oh.
Oh no.
No. What's her plus to hit? She's just +1. That's an 11. I think that misses. Yep, that's a miss. Okay.
Okay, guys, come on.
All right.
Banana, banana, banana.
What's your move silently?
55.
Okay. Backstep. Add 4.
Yes! So I roll.
You are 5th now.
Yes, I'm
Ilya is 5th. Okay. So you need a natural 14.
done. Half that?
Okay. You missed.
Oh, man.
Either one of you.
So what happens to a failed backstab? You just like kind of gently hugging them from behind and
Yeah, kind of, sort of.
Missed the wall. I hit the.
rocking.
They lean
Feet
forward and I
fingers.
just swiped through the air.
Yeah, basically, he was pulling his staff out, almost
Feet
hit her in the
fingers.
eye. And, she had to avoid it.
Gross.
That was close.
I hate you!
Either one of you?
I mean,
Any swings at this vile
this
creature?
is as close to I guess putting my staff in her.
How do you know
so I
the
guess
creature's vile?
Yeah. What?
Yeah, just
How do
like
you know
you-
it's
are
vile? You
know?
don't really know what
Yeah.
its
Are
regular
you?
form looks
I
like.
already used
I
the
mean, I
magic
don't know what
missile.
I did the first
All
time.
right, Neville will take a crack at it with his staff.
Well, you can't. You're not at a
I'll
point to
move
engage.
Yeah, I'll move to
Yeah,
engage.
there's already 3 on it at this point. So it's either spell or nothing at this point.
I don't want to waste a spell on this.
Alright, I'm gonna
I don't
use
know
the
that I
magic
have.
missile.
I mean, outside of sleep, all my other stuff would affect everybody.
You can't put your hands?
Well, I guess I could put
Okay.
my hands on it. But
Another 2? Or just a single?
Just a single.
Okay. Die 4, add 1.
3 total. Can you
Okay.
see that? You
Yeah.
can see that.
I can
all the
see
way
that
over
from
there.
here.
Everybody needs to
It
get
actually peaks,
full-size
like, right
dice.
above. Okay. All right. Initiative. 4.
here for the game.
Andrew. Initiative.
2.
All right.
You here for the initiative?
You can see it is really pissed off.
Well, yeah.
They seem to be slowing down at
And
all.
it still
or getting
misses.
angrier.
Banana.
All right. All right. What do you guys do? No more backstab. You can still attack if you
I'll
wish.
still attack.
Okay. All right.
Stabbing.
Yep.
17.
That's a hit.
Where were you last time?
Die 4.
So,
1.
Okay.
so right now,
Why did
the
I show
three of
up?
us Are engaged.
Yes.
I
Yes.
think I'm
Room
pulling
for
out and
others?
letting Neb go in.
Double dipping. Man.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, I already got my staff lodged
I've
once. I don't
never
know.
wanted to get my staff dirtier than I do right now.
So do I have to parry or how do I
You can parry. Yes, you can parry and pull out.
parry and pull out?
And pray.
Yep.
And hope
Right.
the lambskin wasn't.
Okay. You're going to step in.
Yeah.
This is why we don't
Okay.
go to
Yeah.
brothel.
Come on, step up.
Sure. All right, so Laurel takes a swing. 13. I think.
For her. Yep, that's it.
Thank you for your words of encouragement, chat. My damage is better than no damage.
8 points.
That's true.
Appreciate it.
But nothing compared to Laurel's 8 points. Neb is very
All right.
impressed right now.
Initiative.
You're so mean. Did you lose?
2.
Yeah.
Yep.
4.
Yep.
Yay!
Okay. You guys get your attacks first. Go ahead.
You guys are screwed.
I'm huddling in the corner, still yelling banana.
No, we're gonna screw.
No, that's
No.
got a lot of hit.
Laurel will
Oh! Thank
10 to
you.
1
Great
damage.
hit. Go ahead.
17.
Nice.
That's a hit.
There we
Die
go.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
5.
6. All right.
Nice.
Down.
Yes!
Check it out.
Does it turn back into his girlfriend and
Nope.
start sucking face?
And then
No.
I'm so
Oh.
happy. At that
Oh,
point, Neb bows.
darn.
He's like, you are all welcome as usual.
And they just start going peanut butter jelly.
With some sprinkles of banana.
What just happened?
Thanks a lot, guys.
What just happened?
She done turned ugly.
That's why you pay attention in class
turned.
and take your own
She
notes. Because if you don't learn the material, you end up working a brothel and turned into a face-sucking monster.
Were
Yep.
you a nerd in school?
She had ESP, by the way. She read you all the way.
What was
Do you want to explain the doppelganger?
Sure. So, a doppelganger is a creature very similar, like you said, like basically an alien. That they do exactly that. Is they take the form of something else, and because they have ESP, they can already read your mind and know things about the people that they're actually replacing. At that point. So, generally speaking, only when they reveal themselves do you usually find out that they're a doppelganger.
Okay.
So the first time was actually with his schoolmate, and this time was a doppelganger.
The world may never
I'm
know.
pretty
You
sure
don't
that's
remember what happened.
You don't.
Oh, this is gonna bug
I
me
don't have
forever.
any scars
And
from the
we
first
just
encounter.
killed the only witness.
What was the movie? Fuckers, fuckers, fuckers. Aliens.
All right. Laurel will put a cure spell on you. You're back up to total.
Oh,
You're never gonna.
Oh, your staff is
Back to
healed.
normal.
thank you for that 7 health. I was worried I'd get a staph infection.
That hurts.
Oh, wow. Oh. That was the joke of the night, Rod. I'll give you. Okay. Okay, so obviously you have this being that is there.
We have a corpse.
Yes, you have the corpse of a body.
Sure.
Okay.
What's
There
Are
a window?
doppelganger body parts worth anything? Like if
Can we sell them on
Alright.
black market?
What'd
Um,
you do with Felicity?
Is there
Aurora.
a window?
Aurora.
Actually,
No, maybe that was
Now
like
that you mention it.
shifting, like
if you
know.
can find the right source, I believe there is a body part on
Sticking
them.
around in there.
Roll 1. It's never an old flame.
I'm gonna need you, since you've been all up in that, to extricate.
So, you slept with a doppelganger.
No, I didn't get to sleep with it.
No, the first time.
I didn't get to. Like, that was still on the table.
You were yelling the safe word. None of you weren't
When
going
she
to.
hit me, I thought banana, banana, banana.
You premature bananas.
Technically,
Her hitting you does
Their-
not mean it's
their
over.
flesh
Put it
can
back there till you
do.
unlock the door.
You can harvest their flesh for potions of delusion, if you wish. But you'd have to obviously find.
Skin it.
You'd have to skin it. You'd also have to find like a maester or something like that, a potion maker, to be able to make.
I'm sure there's one around.
Might as
So
well
I get a
throw some in the
dagger?
bag of holding.
Skatey's got the bag of holding over at the
Yeah.
churches.
Oh, darn
Nicola
it.
can't just carry a
I mean,
bunch of skin.
I'm just telling you that just indirectly as players, not as your characters, because your characters probably wouldn't know the difference. They're not high enough level to really know that much.
Okay.
Anyway.
You could always cut the left. Oh, well, we don't know what it is.
Oh, I'm sure that this has
Yeah.
happened here before. Not the doppelganger, I mean the dead hooker.
Well, why don't we just drag it down the stairs and demand a refund?
Well, that's what I was saying.
Refund. What kind
Throw
of
it onto the
shill-
bar.
Shill of a business is this?
I mean, if you wanna,
Okay.
I'll laugh.
And watch the whole bar turn into doppelganger.
No, the secret is out! No wonder they're so good!
What kind of hotel is this? You want to meet for pillow?
This is not a hotel! What made you think this was a
It's
hotel?
a motel.
Yes.
Holiday Inn?
The Holiday Inn.
They do not provide mints.
So, anything
So
else?
what do you
Is there
guys-
Anything else? Any gold?
So, do we just awkwardly stand and
Well,
witness the
that's
corpse?
up to you. Are you going to search the room or?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Obvi.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. On the doppelganger itself, you end up finding a pouch, and inside you find 2 100 gold piece gems.
Yeah, I think I know where these came from. Oh, no, that was the other. Never mind.
Maybe she was the Raven Queen.
And in one of the chest of drawers that's there, you find what appears to be a rolled up letter.
Oh, I think it's just
Is it a love letter? You should read it.
rolled up letter. Who wants to open it? Can letters be cursed?
Paper can.
Scroll.
Like your dagger.
Yeah.
It's
I-
not like
Probably a
it's not like
spell.
within a scroll tube. I mean, you can tell that it's
Okay. Well, I will open it up.
What
to read
language is it?
okay.
So we're up.
So
Like-
inside,
Like
so
dearest
you open it up,
Papa.
and in common it says, attached are your 2 100 gold piece gems for going after the mage. Make sure that you take care of him. Signed, LTB.
Going after the mage.
What's Lorelai's last name?
Laurel's last name?
Lorelo.
Patuljic.
What's that?
Patuljic.
With a P.
L,
With
do
a
we
P.
have anything marked down?
L.
I don't have it.
LBJ?
No, it's
Lyndon B.
just
Johnson? What was the initials again?
LTB.
LTB.
This is my newer notebook. I'd have to check the old one, but I don't have anything
We
in
came
here.
across an LTB and she was coming after you.
When?
That's what the letter said.
Oh,
LTV.
Going after the mage.
What was the name of his classmate?
Aurora.
Aurora.
All I can keep thinking is RAB, like from Harry Potter, because I guessed that one.
That was LT.
No, that was RAB because it was Regulus
LTB.
Arcturus Black, and I was like, who is RAB? Who is RAB? I know who RAB is. Book 7 proved me right. I
LTB.
want the internet to know I was right, and I also predicted the end
Been too long.
Detective Pikachu.
Somebody was after you.
Luther.
I don't remember
Vandross.
this.
I don't think
Not
anyone was.
V.
Vandross.
LT.
B.
Gee.
Okay. So
Jen.
while you guys are searching the room and stuff,
Sure.
there's another female.
Oh crap!
Just stab her.
Is she coming up behind me? Because she is.
No. She
Okay.
walks in and she's like, like freaking out, like, what the hell is that?
Yeah, you need to screen your staff.
Formerly known as Aurora.
Well, you're not there.
I'm not there, but
You need to do a better job screening your staff. Otherwise, we end up with bodies.
It's why is this in Aurora's room?
Because this is Aurora.
Where is it? When's the last time you've seen Aurora?
I've seen Aurora day in and day out, but she just started kind of acting weird like about a week ago.
So this
After she was
replaced
pummeled
Aurora?
by Icarot.
Not quite.
Wait, when were we last here?
Yeah.
Probably a while
How
ago.
long ago was it?
It had been
A month.
Yeah, at least a month.
So that was the...
Oh, you
You
got
slept
a
with
taste
her.
of the real.
You actually slept with Aurora!
Oh. Could have been multiple doppelgangers.
She's like, no, she started acting like really weird like a week ago, like that she wasn't like acting like herself, like she didn't care about money anymore, like it was no problem, and she wasn't really interested in like taking guys upstairs. I remember you.
Me or him?
Yeah, Roar talked about you all the time.
Not him.
What'd you say?
Just to clarify real quick. Him, not him.
Correct.
Yeah,
No, I'm asking her.
I have no idea who he is,
Okay, good. Just checking.
but no, she kept talking about this little guy.
What is that? Share that in the damn chat. Oh.
Thank you for not.
Taco!
And then about a week ago, like I said, she was like no longer interested in
Men.
she just said that she was perfectly fine as far as money was concerned, and a lot of times we just didn't really see her. I mean, it's obvious you guys know what we do.
Right before that, when was the last time you saw her?
I mean, like I said, I saw her about a week ago.
But like, was it night? Was it going to a room with
No,
someone?
I mean, she was, as far as I know, I mean, we cross paths a lot, but she says, I seem to remember her with some guy had really, like, long, blondish hair. He was quite handsome. Frankly, I don't know why in the world he would be, like, here. He seemed a little bit, how can I put it?
LT. LeBron.
Too good to be here?
Be champion?
Like,
Thanks.
he had,
What
I
was
mean, you
his
could tell
grades?
he had a lot of money. He was human. But you could tell he had a lot of money. And, I mean, his clothes were really nice and so forth. But,
Was he tall?
yeah, he was very tall.
Blonde hair?
Did he have any
Who do we have
facial hair?
Is he wearing
No,
armor?
not that I could recall. But, I mean, I do remember he had really long blonde hair that kind of, like, fell about his face an awful lot. Every once in a while he would, just kind of pull it behind an ear.
Call
But
your
he had a
cat.
very, very handsome face. All of us were really jealous that...
Call your cat. Tell your cat to look up in the book.
All of us were really jealous of her that, that this guy was falling all over her, it seemed. And then after that, she just seemed to be disinterested. So we just kind of thought that she, quote unquote, fell in love, I guess. I mean, how can you not? That guy was pretty studly.
But he hasn't been here
I think
since.
she was replaced.
No, he hadn't.
Oh, really?
Have we
Yeah,
searched this whole room
I'm
yet?
pretty sure
No.
I slept with your
We need to see if
And
there's
this thing
a dead
right
body
here.
in here.
Okay. You do search the room, you do not find a dead body.
Is Leosin in there?
Leosin? No, that's the other, the other group.
Wow, crossover.
You do find underneath the mattress, though, there is what appears to be looking like a map.
Map.
Mm-hmm. That is, and in the map it shows basically it shows Overlook
Uh-huh.
as a city, and then it shows an area in the mountain range to the west. Okay. And then what appears to be a path that looks like it's headed through like a mountain pass, almost.
Anyone else think this screams trap?
I think it screams adventure.
Since when were you an optimist?
I'm done screaming now that this
We should
Yes,
ask
he's
our-
finally stopped rocking back and forth. He's like, banana, banana, banana.
We should take this with us to the our meetup tomorrow.
Might as well.
Maybe they can help
The
us.
letter and the map.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. See
Sure.
who's gonna carry them.
I'll take them. I don't care.
Go ahead.
Other than that, tuck it
Did
away.
you tuck it in your shirt?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
okay.
he put it.
Echo rot?
Like,
No,
in
he
my-
like.
Yeah, echo rot in your shirt.
He tucked chicken rat. Don't you?
I'm gonna wear
Like
you
a little
wear you
child.
like a tiny baby strapped around my chest.
The baby be wearing.
I don't want to be burped.
Okay. Raven Queen, you guys left?
Mm-hmm.
Any specific spot you want to go?
Blister?
You gonna head towards Blister?
Yeah.
Okay.
Skatey will follow them.
Okay.
Once she sees him come out of the
Stumbling out
depths
of
of
the...
the.
Look at that. 1, 2, 3 more. Sleep spell's working.
Yeah.
Oh, did we all just yawn?
Everybody's gone.
Who casts a sleep spell?
Admittedly, yawns are contagious.
All right. So you're gonna head due east on the outside. I mean, you can. Well, actually, no. There's only one gate, so you'd have to go back this way.
Yes, it's.
If you're gonna head straight through to Blister, I mean, this is not really a great section of town.
We just cut through town.
Yeah. So you'd have to go and probably head up this way
Okay.
if you wish. Okay. All right. So you guys are gonna head in that direction then.
Probably look for lodging.
That's probably a good
I thought we
idea.
were staying in Shantytown.
At a place called
No
Clean
sheets?
Sheets.
Oh, clean sheets.
Clean Sheets.
Yeah. I don't
Not
want to stay there
clean
anymore.
Okay.
Better to sleep on the floor.
All right.
I did sleep on the floor.
Are you ready to go?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So they catch up with you as well. Are you through contemplating?
Yeah. I have a new decision to make.
Oh, if only I would have done something with Aurora.
That was not what was going through my head.
Oh, sorry.
First of all, I didn't know her name. Second of all,
Sometimes it's better that way.
Okay. All right. So you're going to look for any specific area that you want to go look for lodging at?
What are the options?
Yeah, I don't remember all the
You want to go to like
So the middle. Okay.
Maybe
So
not
the middle.
There's a room open.
Yeah. So the middle of town here. This is High Hall.
Blister.
I think, is that where we had a room before?
That was the snobby place. That's going to cost us too much money.
Yeah.
What's in Shantytown?
No, we went to the
We're
Clean
not going
Sheets
to
place,
Shantytown.
but like I was saying,
Yeah.
there's technically a room at Blister nobody's going to be using.
we don't know that though.
You don't know that.
Aurora. It's her room.
We don't know that though. Maybe like the
Yeah.
elf.
Down here is where more like
The
nobility
people,
is.
not the hour.
Up here is more. This is Elf Town. Up here. So
Oh.
the further that you actually get out, obviously, the less nice.
Expensive.
Yeah,
Guy-
less expensive than it is.
Guys, I hate to be that
Oh,
guy, but last
no.
time I slept on the floor in my vomit. So if we could sleep, somewhere with beds that are clean, I would be really happy.
Well, we wouldn't know that we're actually meeting anybody in Elf Town, so.
I just need a nice place to hang.
Which I mean, I wouldn't think kind of counts. Less vomit, more clean sheets, but actually clean sheets, not that weird place.
Yep.
Well,
Okay.
it's either CHF, which is high expensive, or we go to the outskirts.
Can we find like a mid-range?
Yeah.
Where's the
Can we
best
find like
Western?
can we find like a 3-4 star hotel rather than the 5?
Trade Town's probably not good.
So you do seem to remember that right here was a place that was called the Turned Spoon that you guys have eaten at before.
Oh,
Wait, do they have lodging?
that's where we're
Or
meeting.
are we just going there for food?
No, that was just an actual restaurant
Alright, I mean,
itself.
lodging tends to be near good food.
Yep.
Next door is the turn bed.
And probably, I mean, they can probably get
Wait.
you into. I don't think where else. So, and it's also kind of close close to the mid part that's here.
Like the main
So
The main road,
just
yeah.
going through the main. So obviously, once again, the closer that you get inside, the more expensive that it literally gets. Completely up to you, though. I mean, you guys do know that the rest decided to go over towards Blister. And let's see. So EE remembers. Kix definitely remembers where they went to the last time because he was there the last time. So there is a good possibility that that's where they would have gone. So it's up to you whether you want to go in that direction and find them and come back, or just let them kind of be. And
I mean, they don't know where we are.
yeah, because they have no idea where this
I
group
mean, we
is.
probably
Yeah,
better
we'll
go
probably
get
go
them.
find them.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
Yeah, we gotta do the right thing.
Okay. All right. So you guys obviously do meet up at the Pig and Bucket. You relay the story of what it is that you actually found at this point.
That's not how I remember it.
Tellus just looks at you and goes, "My goodness, always trouble that follows you,
I
isn't
didn't
it?"
know things
Huh,
could
Uncle
happen
Rot?
so frequently to the same person.
I need a very interesting life. Banana free.
I mean, I'm kind of worried about your luck. Like, being honest.
What did I do? I just put that I have a bag of something that I stole from that guy. Or
Yeah, I'm assuming that you're gonna
it's just
Return
Yeah.
it
turn it. No way.
for a reward.
you open it and it has 5 silver pieces
Okay.
and a brick of hard cheese.
Delicious.
But it's all yours.
All for you.
You showed him
Okay.
brick of hard cheese.
Did
No
she
problem.
have it-
He's
did she
writing
have
it down.
stored under an armpit? Oh, it would have been soft.
5 silver pieces.
Yep.
The cheese was worth 5 silver pieces?
No, I
No.
know it's in with the cheese.
That would be very expensive piece.
Quality cheese.
Hey, you're gonna risk your life for something, it might as well be quality cheese.
Okay. So as you guys are walking through, you do notice right here in this area that there is a place which is called Belden's Rest, which probably would constitute a really good place, good base of operations. Not too expensive, pretty nice type of a place.
Does it look like it has been dusted recently?
Yes.
Sweet, I'm in.
It is. The rooms are very comfortable. Staff is pretty courteous. Prices are reasonable too. So it's 2 silver pieces a night.
Acceptable lodging! What a step
For-
up.
Yeah, so 2 silver pieces a night for like common area and stuff. Obviously, as you get to bigger and better rooms, they go up further and further.
Yeah, we can do dirt cheap. I don't think we have high standards.
It says the person who refuses to stay in Shantytown.
Yeah.
Our
Shantytown.
They won't even let
I
her.
slept
They
at
won't even let her into the building, right?
Probably not.
Because you're a drow.
Thanks,
Oh,
Taco.
drow, yes.
Thanks, Taco.
But
Cheers to you, real taco turtle.
still love that name.
Yeah, so I got to meet him actually.
Me too.
Yeah, his name was John.
Me too.
He.
Hi,
yeah.
John.
Me 3.
The funny thing
Yellow.
is that
We're
there
in
was
prison.
literally, so coming out of Gen Con, there was a food truck that literally had a taco turtle on it. So you got a picture.
Oh my
Love it.
gosh, that's so perfect.
We should have stolen it.
Yeah.
You're not the thief.
I didn't see that on Instagram, Taco.
All right. So you guys can go back there if you wish. It has a it is considered an inn, so it's not just a place for lodging, but you can also get food there too.
Oh, fabulous.
Okay, and actually
Well
pretty
built.
decent.
Do they have any bananas, banana pudding, banana fosters?
Anything
Banana
we can do to
splits.
torment him.
Banana waffles.
Banana cream pie.
Banana
Yes.
rama. Banana pancakes.
Banana in the tailpipe.
Okay.
Banana.
A minion that says banana.
It's our song.
I'm assuming that you guys showing the map and so forth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure, what?
Map.
The map.
A map of Aurora's body.
The map of
rest of the
hers.
party.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, yeah.
So, nobody in the party obviously knows LTB, recognizes it. Any of the descriptions doesn't
Any
recall anything for you.
like jocks from your school with the initials LTB? I mean, clearly there's this whole classmate thing going on.
I mean, it's not like he was popular in school, but no one wanted to kill him.
Her?
And it's not like, LTD is an uncommon set of initials.
I'm just trying to make a connection. Who would go after Aurora?
Who would go after Neb?
Everyone. Who would go after Aurora?
But, I think you're missing the bigger picture here.
Which is Icarot's. Oh, sorry.
I said bigger, not smaller. It's a dwarven scale. Right, so, he's known.
All right. So you have obviously a very comfortable night. Are you guys going to talk about going over to the Turn Spoon,
Yeah.
or are you going to?
The, path to the
I think we're
mountains.
hoping that we can do both.
Yeah.
We might as well let him pitch us.
Yeah.
With the pyramid scheme, we're out.
Can always ask him about LTB also.
Well, that's the plan.
Oh, it's
Blondie.
a special to turn spoon. Liver, taters, and bratwurst.
That
do
sounds
have an
disgusting.
Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
There it is, my BLT.
Yeah.
They just put it on in different
Lettuce,
order.
tomato, bacon.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's an LTV.
Yeah. Limburger, tomato, and
Yeah.
beef. You know.
That's a beef
Do
and
you
cheese.
think George is involved?
You never know.
Did you ever upset George?
Limburger.
Are you just trying to go up with different foods for the
Limburger
LTV?
truffles.
Tofu, guys. Tofu.
All right. So who?
There's no end. There's no Megatron.
All right. The entire party gonna go? You two just gonna go? What?
He
I
said
were
to bring
gonna
back the
get-
whole party, right?
Guys, I think we need a
Yeah,
guy
we're all
to
supposed to
come,
go
or
there.
else he thinks we're just gonna sleep with him.
Yeah, we need
Big
at least
Rob
an
go.
uglier guy.
Not
Perfect.
Icarot.
Maybe Soren should go.
I wouldn't hate that. Soren's like,
I get the
yeah.
cry one, the smelly
Kicks, maybe?
oh my gosh.
one. Yeah, the weepy one and the smelly one.
You sure you don't want to
Sounds
take the
fine.
reinforcements?
I look at kicks and I'm like,
kill
take
off the
it.
doppelganger and this.
You only used the last 5 hit points. Not that I would know.
I'm just saying, I've wasted my fair share of baddies while other people have been fumbling backstabs and.
I didn't fumble the backstab. I just missed.
Okay, I think for
Successful
your own
spray.
safety, you should not be with us.
Yeah.
Because what if this guy knows what we're talking
Yeah.
about and sees you? It's gonna be easier if we can come up to this guy with like.
Do you think he'll
I think
need
you
to
should
hold
take
on
the
to the
1 for
cards.
2 guy.
And here
Plus the guy that
Scored
fumbled was
one.
actually double fisting. So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
double fisted fumble. I
Fine.
I can
I
go,
can
but
s-
I'll have to hide under one of your dresses.
No.
You
Also-
stay with him.
I'm wearing pants.
Just saying, I can sneak in.
I'm not wearing a dress.
Just
You want
you should
emergency
stay
backup?
Hopefully dress you up like a dog.
We can get to that.
If we need
Your
help,
probably assist
works.
10.
Good work.
We wouldn't put you up to the poodle, but maybe a pug.
Like a bulldog,
Only,
yeah.
I will only go along with that plan if his caller
Cover
says
the
his
ears.
name is Banana.
All right. So you two are definitely
I have to
going.
go undercover.
yeah.
Yes.
I guess I'm gonna stay at the inn. Eat some.
Okay. Who else is gonna go?
Soren is the weepy one.
Sleep it
Kicks.
in.
Kicks
Probably.
aside, yeah.
Nickel
The weepy one and
Rod's not
left.
going.
Maybe
Oh, yeah,
Laura
left.
Lil and or
With the
Tellus.
There we go.
Alright, fine.
I'm
Not Nickel Rot. Skady will go.
Skady will go.
Yeah, Skady's.
Skady will
I'm
go.
gonna have Jason stay with Neb.
Okay.
They're gonna
Or Tellus maybe and
have some
or
breakfast, maybe some
Yeah, Tellus will be
mushroom,
willing to go.
Skady's going.
Mushroom
And
skillet.
Skady's
we'll
gonna go.
send the monk
Uh,
also.
Seems reasonable.
those breakfast things we ate.
Nickel Rot will stay back and rest.
E.
He'll stay with
Yeah.
probably other
Okay.
people.
Yeah. Mushroom omelet.
Mushroom omelet, there you go.
Nickel Rot will stay back and dream of LTV.
He doesn't even know what LTV is.
I know. He's gonna try and figure it out in his dreams.
He couldn't even figure out his past.
All right. So you guys make it through town. You come up to basically where Ilya is, right here.
Okay.
Okay. Which is a place called the Turned Spoon. So some of you have actually eaten here before. So it has a bunch of different halflings that are tending to the place.
It's on the menu.
They're so tender here.
Skady does not feel
Great.
safe here.
Not gonna half rack and half.
No, but I mean the it's designed around the concept where it's almost for like smaller smaller people.
I'm 5.
The chairs are
Skating
padded, but the tables sit a little bit lower than what you would normally.
It comes in pints.
And they have a pretty large menu. You can tell that the food is absolutely fantastic. There's a lot of patrons that are here. You notice that there are also a lot of couples that are here
Okay.
as well.
Fancy restaurant.
Yeah, I mean it's in Elf Town, so it's going to be a little bit more
This
upscale.
seems like my kind of place.
Okay.
Ah. It's weirdly nice.
All right. You end up walking in. They don't have specific tables that are like reserved or anything like that, so you can go and sit wherever it is that you wish.
Alright.
Do we see our shopkeep there?
You do not.
How does the food smell with my enhanced nose?
Like home. Like it has been a long time since you've had halfling cooking.
Or cook halfling.
It's gonna be great.
Whichever.
I cannot wait.
If you fail at this job, you end up on the menu.
So a couple of the halflings do approach and go, "Wow, it's been a while since we've seen a guardian."
Well,
Cannibalitic keto.
So they take the fact that you're actually sitting with a guardian makes them take care of you even more.
all right.
So extra food and extra drinks and stuff. Okay.
What's a
We'll have a table
traditional-
for 10.
Do you know what
And
traditional
this
dish
girl
in
needs,
my hometown?
yeah, this girl needs the best one you got.
Maybe.
This girl.
Okay.
I'll take whatever. If it has alcohol, it's good.
Okay. Halflings are non-judgmental people, so.
I love halflings. Yes, the one place I don't get judged for being drow. I'm over here.
So, I mean, you manage to order food and drinks and so forth. You finish everything. It's been at least an hour. No sign.
Well then. Did we get the time wrong?
I'm gonna ask them if they know the
Good,
person.
but we don't even know this guy's name.
Yeah, we probably should have asked.
LTB?
Garcon.
Ask about LTB even?
He's
Find
Let's just
tall.
start. Let's just start chanting LTB and see if.
He's tall. Like, that's all I remember.
TB Steel.
We're gonna ask about the blonde-haired initials LTB, if they know him.
No, never.
Can we ask the innkeep? Is there like an innkeeper? Like who's in charge?
Yeah, well, this is a restaurant.
manager?
Yeah, so
It's
this,
a rush.
Oh, I
Main
thought this
restaurant.
was. Oh yeah, I'm thinking.
yeah, you're
Yeah.
you're not back at the inn.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We left the inn to go to the transfer.
Gotcha. Maybe we should have asked the innkeep before we left.
We can ask him when we get back.
Yeah. I mean, you asked the halflings, and none of them know anybody by that description at all. The long blonde hair.
What about the person
Yeah,
you
can we
met?
just describe the person we met?
They say, yeah, we do know of him. His name.
Asshole.
Yeah.
Asshole. Say it one more time.
Hansel.
Asshole.
Did you see Super Troopers 2? Second?
I don't think I've seen the full thing.
Oh.
The Germans.
Just deflated.
I know about the Germans.
That's in the first one.
Yeah, that's the first one.
Canadians is in the second.
Oh, the Canadians. I'll have to watch that one.
You've seen
The first one. I don't think I've seen the second one.
They describe this guy. His name is Mytor, Mytor, and the last name is Edgerton.
Oh.
Is he from Wisconsin?
If it's who we think it is, based on your description, really tall, half elven, little bit of a beard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, actually runs
blonde hair?
no, not blonde hair.
Oh, okay.
But actually runs kind of like an adventuring store.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
He was supposed to meet us here.
that's unlike him. He's usually pretty punctual.
We should go.
He's dead.
We need to go to the store.
Well,
Yeah.
can I get some traditional halfling soup to go?
Like a half cup.
Half cup of halfling soup. Alright, we should go. We'll
Yeah,
take the
we
whole
need-
party. We need backup.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we running back to the inn first to talk to them to see if we know about
The manager?
Blondie?
Actually, the other
I-
half of the party is. What's the other half of the party?
No,
doing?
we're all together, aren't we?
No.
No.
Oh, we didn't.
I think
Never
they're,
mind.
they should be
That's
at the end
right.
talking.
Yeah, they're actually at the end, but it's on the way back.
Like, I don't know
That's
if I'm
good.
supposed to be interrogating the innkeeper. I'm just like enjoying a nice quiet morning.
Fine, Ickle
Well, you
Rot's
can
gonna
sit
ask
out on the
Ickle Rot
bench.
Shouldn't we be like rushing,
Right.
considering he might be
Innkeeper.
bleeding out on the floor?
if he knows of
What?
LTB.
We don't know where this guy is. He
No,
could
I
be
have no
dying.
idea.
Possibly be.
No idea.
No, not you guys. Us. The party that.
What about a tall, blonde, elfish man?
Strikingly handsome.
Strikingly handsome. You've seen him come around. These
There's this city is huge. There's
That's what Ickle said.
yeah. Okay. All right. So you head back over. You grab the whole party and head over.
Yeah.
Okay. You get to that actual store and you notice it is closed. Middle of the day.
Dead.
Picking the lock.
You know, pick
Is it
the lock in broad daylight.
You want to circle around the back?
Yeah.
See if there's a back entrance?
A few of us like kind of have our backs up against her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, hide her.
So it's a little. I'm trying. I'm doing it for good. We're
That's
trying.
fine. I'm
I'm
just
not planning on stealing.
making sure.
I'm not planning.
We're just
on
kind of
stealing.
keeping an eye out, just having
You
conversation.
can't
Shoot.
you
Can't
can't
do it.
undo the lock.
Heard that before.
Ickle Rot?
Round back.
You want me to try?
I
Yeah.
mean,
Oh.
what else are you gonna do for us?
No, it doesn't.
It's only 42%.
Jacob.
All right. Who wants to go
Jacob's
smash
Just
windows?
in case.
Can we combine our powers?
So click. You managed to
Nice.
get it
Okay.
undone. It's like I don't know why in the world you guys were fussing with it. It's a
We
pretty simple
loosened
lock.
it for you.
Do we see any traps or anything?
You do not.
Do you hear anything going on inside?
You do not. The store actually looks pretty dark.
But it looks
My
relatively
tour?
intact. There's not like
Yeah.
stuff strewn everywhere.
You don't see. Yeah, I mean, it looks to be in complete order. No problems with anything.
Do we notice
Is
the
there a
other
back room that we can
or
Yeah.
make our way
staircase or-
toward?
Yeah, I mean it's just a singular level that you can find.
Nothing
I
out of
want to
place.
go behind
no.
the counter to see if I can get his home address. Like if it's on any documentation back
Okay.
there.
Business card?
Yeah, basically.
All right. You check the store around. You don't see really anything out of place. I mean, it just looks like that it was closed for business.
Okay. So we'll head back out the front. Lock the
Was I
door
able to
back.
find his address?
No. Nope.
Tried.
Lock the door.
Okay.
Was
You attempt
LTB
to relock
lead
it?
back?
Easily.
Hmm.
Well,
Want like Neb said, let's go around back just to see if there's anything out back.
Okay.
Anything out
All
of
right.
the ordinary out
Is there
there.
an alley or?
Yeah, I mean, there's an
Dumpster?
alley. There's an alley, and you notice obviously that there is a back door that goes into the store itself. Also appears locked.
Oh, that's good. Is there
When
any
we
like?
were on the inside, we went all the way to the back door.
Yeah,
though.
you checked.
Nothing,
Yeah.
But we didn't leave.
nothing
Is there
in
any
that back
trash
alley
back there?
that looks
Any
different.
what?
Like trash that we should be searching? Like for his
I mean,
body?
you don't see anything that would appear out of the ordinary
You
in the
should
back
start
alley.
digging in the trash.
You know, I mean, not once again, not the cleanest area of the city. So
Sure. Is there like a Is there like a room on top, like an apartment or
not
anything?
not that you can see.
Spiky bits.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well-
Let's go look for some other contacts we can make.
Or there's
Because we're back in Blister, right? So
there's the mountain path as well.
I mean, maybe we should probably just start on that rather than waiting for this guy who is
Sounds
nowhere.
And we will end there.
Oh my god.
All right.
Sorry, didn't find
Let's
this-
hang her!
So did he get blisters? Did he get close enough to get blisters?
I don't know.
Your adventure parties.
Oh, what's the incubation period?
All right. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in. We really appreciate it. We will see you in a couple weeks.
Thanks, everyone.
On the Lord Kazumba channel, you will also
He said-
find we are going to be on Thursday evening.
He said, "Don't just exit."
Oh,
Looks like
Oh,
he's gonna.
We're gonna
okay.
raid.
Go right ahead.
go raid!
Run away,
Rain
robot.
away.
Good night, Taco.
Thanks everybody.
Bye.
Good night. Roxlarius.
Oh, thank you, Anna.
Bye.
Oh no.
Wait.
Is there any with a party of 21?
No sound. Oh,
Yeah.
hit
Is there
the
sound on it still?
hit the sound on there.